Hey everyone, happy Friday, and welcome to the Collectors Club. Let's enjoy.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
I want you to tell all your friends about me.
What are you?
I'm Batman.
No, Vic. It's clobbering time.
Jonah Hex. Don't have a lot of time for jawing. In these parts, there's an abundance of bad men who need setting straight.
I give you oblivion. Burn!
Make him an offer, Captain.
This club has some really strange rituals. But hey, the everyday collector has to be happy.
See what we have to do to keep this man happy? It's incredible. I hope everybody knows what that's in reference to.
I know, hopefully.
I gotta say, I never thought I'd spend a Friday night watching Pudgy shave. But
is the other version on the other channel?
What's that?
Is the other version on the other channel?
No, that's on my OnlyFans.
That's the kind of content you get over here, guys. Happy Friday. Welcome to the Collectors Club, guys. Club doors are open. Another Friday gone by. Not only just another Friday, we're on episode 66. And you know, for all you Star Wars fans, what that means.
Time has come. Execute Order 66.
But, you know, everyone dies to do that. You know, you see people take pictures when they go to the McDonald's or whatever it is, fast food. They get their order number 66. Everyone's snapping photos and posting it. We finally made it to episode 66. Guys, how's it going, man? How was your week?
Good.
How's your weekend? Any plans for the weekend? What's going on? Phoenix.
It was a good week. I didn't buy anything, so that's a success. But I went to Costco, and I usually spend about $350.
Yeah.
So this time I went to $750.
Yeah.
What the Jesus?
Jeez.
So I'm
buy
like,
an air conditioner or something?
I bought a Vitamax without knowing it's
$500.
$500. I thought it was $100. I saw the sign. It says $130, and then a $30 off. I'm like, okay, that's gotta be $100. That's a great deal. So I put in my thing, another that's $750. I'm like, okay, where's the return? I was gonna get a hot dog and a Coke, but then I'm just right to the return. Faster
Return, man. Why didn't you just say, I'm not even gonna buy it? Just like, here, somebody put that back.
He's committed.
I was committed, exactly. So
What was it that you bought?
Vitamix, the blender.
Oh, a blender.
$500.
So you actually bought it or you returned it?
I returned it, man. You nuts?
That's statue money.
Yeah.
I can't display a blender.
Exactly.
Good to see you, Phoenix.
Thanks, man.
Brendan, how's it going, man? Thanks for stopping by.
Yeah, thanks, man. It's good. I get to watch my my youngest pass her yellow belt test today, so that was cool.
Nice. So she'll be
Taekwondo? Karate?
kicking your behind in no time.
She already tries. She takes shots at me, literally, like she'll like walk through the kitchen or something and just like hit me and then just keep going.
Nice. What's the goal? Black belt? We're gonna go all the way.
I mean, whatever she wants.
Does she enjoy it? She enjoys doing it.
She loves it. She was really nervous going into her test today. And I almost missed it, like, because I my phone just crapped out on me today, and so I had to go buy a new one, and it happened like right before her class, and
Oh, wow.
I couldn't go without a phone for the weekend because I've got like a 10-hour shoot tomorrow, and so I had to haul ass back, and I made it. So so she was really nervous, but then she was happy when she saw me
Good.
and my wife and my other daughter in the stands, and so yeah, it was a good day.
Good, everything worked out. Glad you could be here, buddy. Thanks for stopping by, man.
Yeah.
Pudgy,
Sir.
representing Club Blade. How's it going, buddy?
Good, sir. I'm happy to be here. The weekend starts. It's nice to be here for episode 66, and I can't wait to see what clip you use for episode 69.
That'll be the After Dark episode. We can't show it live.
Okay.
Glad you could be here as always, man.
Yes, sir.
And of course, last but not least, Rashid with... Bro, you brought your motorcycle engine in?
Ah, damn.
Yo, this thing is, when I tell you this thing is, it's on lazy Susan, whatever, and it won't even turn it. That's how heavy this thing is, man.
That's crazy, man.
Yeah, so.
That thing's awesome. That's the war tank, right?
Yeah.
Wow.
I don't even know how I'm going to put it downstairs. I don't know where I'm going to put it.
What a monstrosity.
Wait, you got to transport that downstairs now?
Oh, my God.
Probably after a month. I'm going to leave it up for a month.
Yeah. Wow.
He has to work out the biceps to get...
How much does that thing weigh?
It's beautiful, though. It's intricate.
No, it's heavy. It's the heaviest piece, any XM piece I ever had.
Yeah.
I think that's why they went down to smaller bases now and stuff. So
Huge congrats, man. Thanks for being here. How was your week?
I'm gonna just put it together while y'all talking and stuff. Okay?
Sounds awesome.
Yeah.
Appreciate you doing that.
Uh-huh.
Are you happy with what you're seeing so far?
Yeah. I mean, to me, this is one of the best pieces, epic piece they ever did, man. You know, I mean, like, this it's crazy. You know?
Credit to you, man. I would have like assembled it wherever I was planning on displaying it, so I wouldn't have to move it.
That's it. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's basically what I did. Like the heaviest piece in my collection is about like 80 pounds, and I put that together like right where I planned to put it because
And that's where it's staying, right?
Yeah, and it hasn't moved since.
Yeah, but I mean, I'll take it. I'm just gonna take it apart after that and just move it downstairs piece by piece, like I did the White Knight bike, and that's it. Because I got to make room down there anyway. I'm basically this piece is one of the pieces that's like just killed all my room basically. Like, so.
Yeah. Well, again, huge congrats and thanks for sharing it with us.
Yeah.
This is the first time I see Rashid actually almost speechless by this piece. Like, he's just really like soaking it in, you know?
Nah, because I really didn't know it was this heavy. Like, if Sideshow would have did this piece, I kid you not, these would have been hollow.
Sure. Cost effective.
Like the Rancor.
Mm-hmm.
This is not the case. They put metal. There's metal inside this piece.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
On the plus side, you're not going to have to hit the gym for like a week.
No, this is it right here.
Yeah. So.
My goodness.
Well, best of luck to you, buddy, with that.
Congrats, man.
Yeah.
Huge congrats. Let's see who's in the chat. We got kicking it off. Edwin, hope you're doing well, buddy. We got Toy Mafia stopping by. Happy Friday. MMC Payne. We got Mitchell. How's it going? We got Ross and the family over in Sydney. Hi, team. We're all over here in Sydney, ready for another enjoyable club show. Cheers. Cheers to you, buddy. Great start to the weekend. We got Knight stopping by. How's it going? Smilex. Happy Friday to you, buddy. Who else we have? Got Jojo. What does Jojo talk about? John changing out of his Silence of the Lamb robe and into his gray hoodie. You have to excuse me for the stuffiness, guys. I'm still a little backed up. What's going on, Zach? Thanks for stopping by, buddy. We got Borg. Good evening, Bat Kid. How's it going? Good to see you. We got Paul stopping by all the way from Australia as well. Thanks for stopping by, Paul. We got Emperor. How are you, Emperor? We've got Abatukam from South Africa. Good to see you again, buddy. Shane, fellow Canadian. I heard he's the one that started the fires. What's, what's going on, Sonny?
Wow. That was from a fellow Canadian dude.
Atticus, hope you're doing well. It's not even a joke, but I've seen some photos of New York. Holy man,
Yeah.
that's crazy.
It
D-Rock,
looks like a scene out of Blade Runner. It looks like
Apocalypse.
they color graded it.
Yeah, I'm
It's-
telling
Yeah.
you. What's going on, D-Rock? Jesse, hope you're doing well. Just some bum.
That's it.
Always good to see you. Vibranium Jim as well. Just some bum saying, guys, hide your arm hair. You'll love to hear it. Yes, some of those photos from New York is over here. I don't have anything like that. We don't have it rained today even, so it was clear. But a lot of people were messaging me, John, what are you doing over there in Canada? Go get a fire hose or something. I'm like, what are you talking about? And they started sending me photos in. Oh my, the haze is crazy.
Yeah, we didn't have like I'm in Boston and we didn't have like that like crazy orange glow to the to the atmosphere like they have in New York, but it was a little bit hazy. And we did have a couple like air quality warnings.
Yeah.
But it nowhere near what it's like in New York, which is kind of funny because New York is south from me. So you'd think that we would, but I guess just the way the winds have carried it, it kind of pushed inland more and stayed away from the coast as much. So, but yeah, New York is like it's something like out of a Ridley Scott movie or something.
Oh yeah. Slifer, what's going on, buddy? Slifer's going to be joining us a little bit later, as well as hopefully Danny a little bit later in the show. So we'll wait for them. So I wanted to kick off the show today just talking, June. We're in June already, halfway through the year. So I thought, why not discuss a bit what statues have come out that we would nominate or are high up on the list for potentially Statue of the Year. Right?
Oh my God.
We haven't seen too many people talking about it. We're at the halfway mark, or pieces that have piqued your interest that you really put up there. It doesn't necessarily have to be released, but at least shown as a pre-order this year. Is there anything that you guys in the chat as well? Let us know if there's anything up there.
The only thing I have in hand
Yeah.
would be the Sideshow Dark Knight Returns.
Okay.
That one impressed me. It impressed me when I saw it. Of course, which is why I ordered it. But seeing it in hand was
Does your light up feature work?
Worked fine.
Didn't have any
worked fine.
issues? Because
No discoloration.
that piece looks great. I think they nailed that one. The one thing is that I've seen a lot of people have had issues with their light up either not working or it's like yellowed.
Yellowish.
No,
But
she's good.
as far as just the design, that piece they nailed that one.
Yeah, and it this may sound like a put down, but it's not. It's like the only piece of my collection that looks better in the dark than fully lit. And that sounds like putting a bag on somebody's head. No, what I mean is when I have the room dark and I just have on like my mood lighting, and you put on the light for that statue, it just like it really is eye catching.
It's like the cover. It looks like the cover
Yes.
where it's
Yeah,
like
yeah.
backlit. Yeah, exactly.
Literally, and it
How
really
often
like
you
I'm
leave it
like,
on? How often you leave it on?
I have a couple hours, usually on the weekend when I'm going to sit down and watch TV.
Okay.
The lights go down, and I'll put that on like as an accent with the rest of the room.
Right.
Because I usually blue lighting,
Okay.
so it kind of all blends in. Looks nice.
Jeff gave us his. What's going on, Jeff from Secret
Yes, sir.
Sanctuary?
Waiting on
LBS
that.
Hulk, which is shipping soon. I think
That's definitely a contender.
LBS Hulk actually won our pre-order of the year last year for our award show. Yeah, that's 100% up there.
My two biggest pieces, I mean, I got like Linda Carter in, but my two biggest pieces are the Prime One, the Batman Special Art Edition, and then the Jimenez Joker. So I haven't gotten either of those in yet.
Yeah.
But from people that I know that have gotten theirs, they love them. So I'm excited for those. But As far as pre-orders go, honestly, I think I don't say this that often, but I think Sideshow has really got that.
They've had a good year.
That Spider-Man Noir looks amazing. I'm definitely interested in that one, and their Penguin, I think, is generating a lot of buzz versus Prime One's 1/3 scale. Yeah. So I think they did those pieces, and then, like you said, the Batman, the Batman piece that you got looks great. So, as far as pre-orders, I give it to Sideshow. They did a really good job with stuff that they've put up this year.
D-Rock saying Maestro or LBS Hulk, if we can afford the shipping when they are ready.
It's unfortunate that I think this year, like, Sideshow really hit it out of the park with their releases, numerous releases this year, and this is the year they decided not to go to Comic-Con. And this was the year that really would have been,
Exactly. Those, like that Penguin, the Spider-Man Noir, and a handful of others. I think if they brought those to SDCC, I think those things they'd be selling like hotcakes. I mean, I'm sure those are popular now, but like for people who who have the money, are able to go to Comic-Con, but like maybe don't follow as closely, they see those things in person. I guarantee you they would have made sales off of just that presence alone.
Yeah, with me, I'm waiting for the Psylocke. I haven't ordered, I haven't done anything, but I might pick up in the secondhand market.
The Force Perspective one?
The Sideshow Psylocke?
I actually really like that one too. I haven't really liked the Force Perspective that they've done with like the Spidey ones. I think they were trying something. I give them credit. I just didn't think it really worked that well. But with the Psylocke one, I actually really like it.
It's not so bad. The moon, the only thing is the moon, right? I mean, it's removable, they said. So
yeah, some people were talking about repainting it and using it as like a Talia al Ghul.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I can see that.
What's going on, Jose? Thanks for stopping by. Atticus saying Prime 1 Jungle Hunter Predator. And D-Rock saying I would put Sideshow Penguin and Poison Ivy.
Poison Ivy, that's another one.
Yeah. Man, that's another one. Damn.
Yeah, they
had a great year
it out of the park.
so far.
They really have, yeah.
I'm with you with I don't know, this is a tough one. And I really didn't think about it, but I think that Joker on Throne, that's one that I think that I'm gonna have coming in.
The quarter scale?
No, the Prime 1 one.
Oh,
Not the Tweeter, the Prime 1.
Okay.
And I think I agree with you guys. That Penguin Sideshow did, and the Ivy, that whole line that they're working on. Would you guys? How about the Tweeter head Two-Face? Would you put that in the mix? What do you think about that?
It's definitely got some buzz. I don't think it necessarily had quite the same impact as some of those other ones, but I think it's up there.
Yeah. What's going on? Where'd he go? Mr. Popo, thanks for stopping by, buddy.
Anybody else pre-order the Legendary Beast Iron Man?
No. Oh, that's another one. That's right. Legendary Beast Iron Man. Can't forget that.
I kind of like that piece too.
Yeah.
I couldn't pass it up. I had to do it.
That paint job. Man, it's eye-catching.
It was a little bit more expensive than I was hoping for, but not horribly. So, but it's just Iron Man is one of those characters that I had to have it. So
you getting the deluxe or the normal?
No, I went with the regular just because the display options with the regular are the ones that I would want to use.
That's what you're gonna use.
And it's like the others, they're nice. Like for the deluxe, like those are good, but I wouldn't display any of those versus the way the regular one. And I have enough, space issues when it comes to storing accessories and swap outs for statues and hot toys and stuff like that. I didn't want to pay a fee to then have to find a place to store all these swap outs that I wasn't going to use.
Yeah.
So I just, I wasn't worried about like, oh, if I want to resell it, somebody wants the deluxe. It was like, I had to be kind of more economical about what I was going to do space wise here. And so I just went with the regular.
And it was really good that Jay kind of took that feedback back to the table and tweaked some of those things like the portrait. Yeah. That's a good piece. Dilber says he picked He ordered that one. Paul, welcome, Dilber. How's it going, buddy? How's it going, Paul? Paul's asking a question for the panel. How many on the panel have Hulk coming?
I don't. That one is
man.
just is a literal beast. It's just too much. I couldn't fit it. I just couldn't donate the space to it, but I would have loved to.
Yeah, I picked the one up. I actually picked it up from Dilber. He had a great price, so I picked it up from him.
Pick up 3 of them.
Yeah, the premium one, yeah, crazy. But
wait, you got the one with all 3?
Yeah.
Oh,
I know.
Man.
I don't know.
Congrats. That's
No, I don't know what I was thinking, but that was before I went the whole
I asked
DC
you what you were
route.
thinking, but
That was kind of before I went the whole DC route, but I think if I cap it off with Hulk, I'll be for the Marvel line. I'll be okay. But yeah,
How many boxes is that going to take?
4.
3. 4 or 3?
4. I think it's 4.
Jeff from Secret Sanctuary said that that Spec Fiction, the shipping was like $320 for it. That is not bad at all.
I don't know if that's for the 4-box version.
Yeah, that's not for the 4-box version. That's for the single
Probably
version.
for one of the singles.
That's 2
That's
boxes.
I mean that's still
It's
that's
still-
better
yeah,
than
no,
I
that's-
than I was
that's fine.
anticipating, to be perfectly honest. So
Yeah, I was able to get a good deal through Dilber. I think it was a little bit over 4 Canadian, 4K Canadian shipped.
So it's about 32, 33.
Yeah, so it was really good. It was that deal was open to the community, so he was looking out.
I don't think the weight really matters because they give an
Dimensional
approximate
weight.
Yeah, it's more dimension than the actual weight.
yeah, it's like the volumetric, like
Yeah.
it's the dimensions and stuff. That's why like the InArt Joker, 6 scale, like that 2-pack was like a ridiculous amount to ship because it was such an awkwardly shaped package.
I got my shipping quote. I don't know if I mentioned this last show or not, but I got my shipping from Prime One for the Green
Yeah.
Lantern that's coming, and in their email to me it says shipping fee is fixed, and it's $396, and that's coming by air though, not by
That's not
freight.
bad.
Oh,
So it's coming
Direct
by,
from Prime One by
Direct
air.
from Prime 1 by air. Yeah.
wow.
So-
That's not bad at all. Because it
Yeah.
like the Batman one that they had, the 1/3? That was somebody was paying like $740 for air shipping.
Because if I recall, Prime One has 2 terms for their shipping. It's standard, which is the air, and then economy is
Yeah.
the boat. And I went for standard, and it says here shipping mode standard.
Wow.
$396. So
Wow.
that sounds pretty much parallel with the spec price for
Did you get Sinestro too?
No.
No, that's Sinestro.
Everybody tried to enable me, but it doesn't.
One day.
Wow, you've got willpower then, Green Lantern.
I know.
But because that
Wow.
Sinestro, man, oof.
Yeah, they pose well together, but
D-Rock says, was going to get that LBS Iron Man, but I went a different way and decided on the Say Cheese 3rd scale Joker DX because I needed a Hush Joker to put next to Batcave.
That's not a bad choice.
That was one of the selling features on that Say Cheese one was that Hush portrait. I completely agree with him. Dilbert saying it's going to be a Space Hog, 100%.
I just need LBS to do a Daredevil now. Give me a classic Daredevil.
Oh, I'm sure over time they will.
I've been told that like that's in
The works kind of thing.
yeah, or like they're kicking around that idea. It's just it's not one of like as much as I love Daredevil, it's not one of the first characters that companies gravitate toward. They're gonna do Cap, Iron Man, Hulk. They're gonna do Wolverine. They're gonna do stuff like that and Spider-Man. So eventually, hopefully, they get to him.
So I like saying, Pudgy, you may get hit with import fees.
yeah, I might.
But the fact that he's probably gonna get it fairly quickly because it's almost. How many boxes is that one? Did it say?
It should be 2. It doesn't say though. No.
Yeah. What's going on, Atticus?
I don't think. Well, maybe not.
I've
Prime
heard
One,
what's under 2,500. I've heard people saying about getting hit with import fees. I don't know if that's true.
15.
Did a few,
Is it
15? Is that what the quote was? Right?
Yeah.
Something
Yeah, it
like
was
that.
15. Over 15, and then you get hit with import fees.
Yeah. What's going on, Jojo? Yeah, we'll see. We'll see what comes out. We'll see what comes out the rest of the year. But yeah, there's so far. I think Sideshow was really holding the statue game by the cojones so far, because they've put out some great stuff.
I think there's only one thing that they could maybe do that other companies are doing a little more of that I think would help put Sideshow over in the market right now. A lot of like, JND, Prime One, XM are like taking feedback on prototypes and saying, okay, like we're hearing what you're saying and then making some adjustments. That's the one thing I haven't really seen Sideshow be like, hey, we heard what you guys said and we adjusted the prototype and like showed some updates, on pieces like that. I think if they start, maybe did that a little bit more too, like some of these other companies are doing, that would push a lot of people toward Sideshow and maybe going quarter scale instead of third scale, or
Yeah.
That's a double-edged sword, though, right? Because I mean, you start doing that, and people, come out the woodwork and they start criticizing everything you put out, and that's the other side of it, right? So
yeah, but I mean, collectors are going to do that anyway, so
yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Looking good, Rashid. Keep it up.
Yo, this thing is
behemoth.
You want to give up on this piece, man? This thing is too much. I hate to sound like that, but this is. I never seen so much pieces. You got to go through different boxes too. This is crazy, man.
Just to get these, all these little trim pieces.
There's no quitters in this club, Rashid.
Yo,
just throw the arms and the head on and call it a day. That's it.
I'm watching that assembly video because this is crazy.
Oh my gosh, really?
Yeah, man.
Wow.
So many parts, and then I got to go through what box they're going through, and already a piece doesn't fit. Believe it or not, this piece doesn't fit.
The key, it's not keyed right.
Nah, the way they molded it, it's not keyed and right. So I'm, this is crazy.
It's always discouraging when you have to like watch a video to figure out how to assemble your statue.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not keyed right.
It's like, you see how the key is a little off? Like that should be in the middle.
I can see it. Yeah, it's rounded on one side.
Maybe it's something where they could send you a replacement just for that piece.
They will.
Yeah.
That's what.
And at least it's in the back too, so it's
Exactly,
like when you display it, it's not going to be super noticeable.
Yeah, so
at least not holding something, so that's good.
Yeah,
that's crazy. Jeff brings up a good point actually. Sideshow doesn't make changes based on feedback because by the time they reveal a piece, they're already too far into the production to make changes.
Yeah,
makes sense.
They did make a couple of changes though on some pieces. I think that Storm, there was a change. Wasn't that light up feature afterwards? They added it.
Yeah, that's true. When they first showed the prototype, and there was at least no mention of a light up feature. I don't know if that was in the works and they just didn't talk about it when they showed the prototype, but it was definitely a surprise for people who got it.
And one of the Psylocke pieces they changed the portrait. If I can remember right. I've been a little hazy lately. But yeah, okay, well, let's get into it. We'll see. I'll still take this. I want to still do the half year kind of award ceremony celebration. You heard it here, guys. You heard it here. We're gonna do it here, but I want the community to get involved on Facebook. So I'll put something together, and maybe we can get some ideas, and it'll be kind of good, so that we can kind of formulate a list already. So towards the end of the year, it will be easier to do the whole award get together. So we'll see what comes up.
You just want the work done early. That's all.
No, it's just being organized, and I think it's good to get the ball rolling already. Jeez, zip it. Ken's, what's going on, Ken? Thanks for stopping by. He said same with some a backlight paint on Bane and Freeze.
You're picking it up. That's a reference to.
MMC says best unboxing category. Jeez, actually, that's not bad. That's a good idea. Actually,
That's interesting.
That's not
That's
bad.
an interesting take.
Yeah, I'm gonna write down that one. MMC, we're gonna star that one. That's a good
Just
idea.
Doing unboxing like with dance choreography.
Like
and
professional.
I was gonna say
yeah.
what
Fancy lighting.
constitutes the best unboxing?
Maybe lighting.
And then you could have like whole subcategories.
Yeah, how you
Best
interact.
choreography.
How you interact with the people while you're unboxing.
How much you
Musical
like
score.
show your ass to the camera while you're digging it out?
Hey, that's
Yeah.
bonus.
Best
points.
costume design. Very
Yep.
yeah. It's a whole the
Not bad.
unboxing awards.
I like it.
You just came up with a whole subgenre now.
I mean,
That's
there
it.
was that stream where we had what, like 3 unboxings going at once.
And well articulate, choreographed. We got it done in an hour. That's professionalism that unimaginable. I'll take the award right now. Thank you.
John wins the award for coordinating multi-unboxing live stream.
That's it.
He was the director.
Talking about John getting awards while Rashid's in the background building this monstrosity going, what are you fucking kidding me? I'm the one doing the work here.
What's going on, Figure Kong? How's it going? Jeff Morris stopping by. Hope you're doing well. It says synchronized.
There you
unboxing.
go.
There you go.
Da, 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 da. One flap, one
It's going to
flap.
be added to the Summer Olympics.
Knight says, was ladders used? See, there you go.
Ah, props. Best props.
Now I'm gonna have to put the ladder back here somewhere as representation or something. Anywho, let's do our guess who, which almost didn't make the cut this week, but we managed to pull through. You guys ready?
Yes.
You might be able to win now that Rashid's busy, but if he can hear it, he still might be able to guess.
Why is it? Is
Is
it
it
an
Star
X-Men?
Wars?
No, it's not
Star
Star
Wars or
Wars.
X-Men?
Well, you'll see. You'll see. I'll give you the first clue. Here we go, guys. You guys in the chat as well. See if you could guess. Originally appeared as a villain. This character originally appeared as a villain.
Rogue.
I was going to say Rogue, yeah. Sorry.
No, sir. I'll give you the next one.
Electra.
No, sir.
Yeah, he's guessing. He ain't even looking, and he's
Married
Oh.
Green Arrow.
Black Canary?
That's Black Canary. yeah.
Canary.
Wowzers. And then the last one is form the
Yeah.
Justice League after Infinite Crisis. Say it again, Brendan.
Black Canary.
That is it.
But which one? The original or the
Bro, Zip,
Tina Lance?
That should
Ken,
be Dinah.
this is the
Tina
Black
Lance?
Canary that came up because I had to kind of trick you guys into not knowing who it is. Atticus says Mrs. Green Arrow. Ken got it as well. Black Cat. Atticus says Black Cat. Too easy, this one?
No, when you said Green Arrow, we all knew.
You do?
Yeah.
I'm going to try to change it up next week. I got a good idea for something. That might spice things up a little bit. Because it's good to change things up, rotate things a bit. So I got an idea. And then we'll see how everybody likes it. And then if not, we'll just stick to Guess Who. But good stuff. Who got it? Brendan.
We all got it. But
Ken says second clue could have been last. All right, Ken. I'll give you the keys to the Corvette next week. All right, you take over.
backseat streaming.
All right. All right. I know. Before we get into the news, I know everyone has, Spider-Man 3 wrestling. You guys all everyone's wanted to look like Macho Man Savage at some point. No. No.
No,
Except for the hair.
Except for the hair.
I was going to say people are always jealous of his hair.
How about the glasses?
No, the glasses.
Not the glasses?
ski goggles.
No.
Because you have the opportunity to
Got a
look
good
like him
build.
now with the glasses. Because Apple just came out with the Vision Pro. Right?
Oh my god!
I heard this on the radio the other day.
Uh,
What was it? A couple days ago, and they're coming out with this new technology, which is crazy. $3,500.
yeah.
It's crazy. I watched some of the previews. I still don't know what it does completely, but it's essentially just goggles you put on, and it does almost essentially everything your phone would do or computer.
Yeah.
Oh, so it's like the Tom Cruise's what's that movie where he puts on
Minority
he,
Minority Report.
yeah, and then he kind of taps it and
Yeah,
and
You
I heard the
control.
price and I thought they were offering LASIK surgery.
You can put it in everything. You control it with your hand, with no remote, just empty hand controls it, and your eyes, and it's unbelievable.
And it's
But
light.
it's wild. So you can watch movies, take calls, messages, everything, just through
Comes
these
with a
goggles.
virtual round.
Man.
Can you imagine what technology has come to?
I'm curious to see the next generation when because this isn't really aimed at gamers,
Yeah,
and most of the success of previous VR helmets is based mostly on gaming.
yeah.
So
And even that
this-
hasn't become ubiquitous. Like they haven't cracked
No.
it to the point where it's like everybody is, Sony has their, PlayStation VR 2, but it costs literally like the same amount as the PS5 console. So the pricing is still like for a new tech is still really putting a lot of people off.
And not everybody wants to wear. When you're gaming, a lot of people, you don't game for 20 minutes. You game and sit down and you do it for a couple hours, and not everybody wants to wear the gear for that long.
You get all sweaty on your brow and everything too.
So
Yeah,
John,
this is like comfortable
Use it
band,
sparingly.
comfortable band around the head. This is,
Yeah.
and it's
so off the table, John. This or your Hulk, LBS Hulk? Which
No.
one do you choose?
No,
That's
this
the
is.
first.
I wouldn't touch this. This is too soon. First generation. No way. I wouldn't touch this.
They've been
But
working on it for many years, though.
but for sure. But
Yeah, but they
what's-
work on everything for many years before the first generation goes to the consumer. I agree with John. I would,
Yeah,
I would
would
wait
go for
until
first.
they crack this and it starts getting better and they figure out how to make it less expensive as it becomes more mainstream. Because $3,500 for a new gen thing that's not going to have a ton of support just because there aren't enough developers doing stuff for it yet.
I'll tell you one thing though, it perfectly complements their other products when you think of it more for home entertainment. Because basically, okay, you say $3,500 is a lot, but if you live in an apartment and you can't have a humongous TV, you can't
Exactly,
have
yeah.
a tremendous stereo system,
Yeah.
you can throw these on and you've got the tremendous widescreen experience in 4K with your headset. You've got your own theater in your head.
Also, if you're not
So-
having a lot of sex, then you're not going to mind wearing this a lot.
Wow.
too.
Well, listen. The first thing I said, wow, porn would be amazing in this because they show you make the screen huge.
Again, if you're not getting
Try
laid
not-
regularly, then this has a lot more appeal.
And that's
Just
just good.
above
It's
says-
hands free too.
Just above says it's crazy. It tracks your eyes and hands. I'm not surprised with the price because it's first gen, but what's
Yeah.
crazy is what
Yeah.
the future will be because of this. Like
Yeah.
Ready Player One, it's insane. I honestly think this is going to be a hit.
Oh yeah.
I think it's going to be a hit because I don't know. I first thing when I saw this, I thought of Iron Man with all the hologram when he walks into the house with Jarvis
Doing
hologram
work
screens.
while being free.
That's what I thought of right away. This is just the beginning, but just think about. I think this is going to be a hit, and I know the price point is high, but
Does that reflect anything on me, John? The first thing you thought of was Iron Man, and the first thing I thought of was, wow, porn would be amazing.
well,
I wonder if that's
yeah, I don't know.
reflection on us at all.
I don't know if it looks worse on me or if it. What's going on, Dennis? Thanks for being here, buddy. With kids, I could see kids using this as a learning device in the future. A concept like this,
It's expensive, though.
where the teacher
Yeah,
can be teaching.
at $3,500,
well-behaved-
No,
I'm
no,
gonna
no.
on my kids.
No,
like-
by then,
Screw
I'm
my
talking
kids.
about in the future.
Yeah.
I'm talking about in the future. Right?
Yeah.
This is not right now, but there's so much to this. There's so much more to this than just a home theater system or a TV screen or just to hang out. There's so much technology behind this that can be used for so many different things.
I am curious how well this sells given the economy right now, though, at $3,500.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
bucks.
Yeah.
Like,
The timing
That's-
of this, yeah.
it's not necessarily is the technology and the experience not worth it. It's more is now the right time economically to launch a first gen super expensive piece of technology like this.
On the job training, you can have them on
Yeah.
and training. So much potential here.
Pudgy, imagine the sexual harassment training you could do with these things.
Oh, wow. But seriously, it's good stuff. Another
Man, you're
I'm
a fan
intrigued.
of technology, don't you, John?
I am.
well,
All you guys are like.
considering I'm using a MacBook Air. I don't know.
Yeah, Phoenix, your 5-year plan doesn't work good with electronics.
No, it doesn't. No.
It doesn't work well. No.
Technology. I'm just. I'm kind of hesitant about it because it takes a long time to develop anything, and there's a lot of glitches and shit. So I'm very wary of anything that's.
The VCR has been perfected.
Yeah.
So if you want to take a
Phoenix
dive
is
in on
wondering
that,
why he couldn't get StreamYard to work on his Etch-a-Sketch.
Yeah.
Phoenix walks into Apple and says, "You guys have the 2018 MacBook?" And they all looked at him confused.
I'm a little confused.
You're a little confused? Maybe if I stick your fucking face through this window over here, like, you know, you'll get unconfused. Give me the fucking money.
I'm sorry.
But no, yeah, the Phoenix 5-year plan with technology doesn't work.
Yeah.
But this is cool. I thought this was really cool. I wasn't following the news with any of this, but I just saw all the potential with something like this.
it's groundbreaking in its own way. Definitely.
This would be cool if companies like Sideshow, Prime One, like, you know, when they do their live streaming events and stuff, Prime One Showcase, if they somehow integrated this kind of thing so you could like do like a virtual walkthrough of a showroom or something, and almost like actually seeing new prototypes in person, like you were at SDCC or something, you know?
Yeah.
That would be pretty
Imagine-
cool if that happens at some point.
Imagine having this like on a plane when you go on a plane trip.
Yeah.
You throw this on, the whole plane disappears because according to that promo, you could make the whole background basically disappear. It's like in the like you know, everything becomes a space background.
Yeah.
Or whatever, whites everything out. It's pretty immersive.
Paul, yep, that is correct. Duties and taxes are included, buddy. Dilbro saying it's going to be crazy for immersion, like location-based VR and augmented reality. It's kind of like the HoloLens had promised, but didn't deliver. Immersive video memories with so much depth. What's going on,
That looked
Bats?
pretty well too. The 3D video recording.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, well.
And you know, we talk about it's overpriced, but then again, here we are dropping multiple thousands on
for sure
these statues. So.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And we haven't actually experienced it before. You could put this thing on and be like, "Oh my god, I'd pay 10 grand for this." You know, like it's new, so we have more questions than answers right now until it's actually out in the wild.
It replaces an equal value of home theater and stereo equipment between that and a good headset.
Well, that's the thing. Yeah, you need a good headset. This is going to be, you know what this is going to be 15, 20 years from now? A chip in the brain and contact lenses.
I'm waiting for it. I want the chip that makes me play guitar like Eddie Van Halen.
Jeez.
Yeah. See, the thing, I'm not sold in any of this because when I look at Asia, like in Japan and stuff, they're like 5 years ahead of us. Everything is over there has been done, and there's nothing over there like this. So when things come out here like this, I look at it as more like a wish list. You know what I'm saying? Because nothing's been happening in Japan, and they're way ahead of us. So that's why I'm kind of hesitant about any of this stuff.
Made by who? By Sony? Sony doesn't make anything like this.
Well, that's what I mean.
The VR.
They have their VR too, but not.
They have their VR, but not like this.
But also, what they're focused on, I don't know if there are any other Japanese companies doing this, but like what Sony is focused on is gaming specific. Whereas this is supposed to be, like John said, like everything your phone can do. This is supposed to be like your whole life through, you know, these lenses, versus Sony is getting you to play like the Horizon DLC and VR and stuff like that. They're not trying to make it ubiquitous across like your whole life.
Just think you could be hands-free and trolling multiple different groups on Facebook. It's amazing.
Yeah. Anyways, we'll keep you guys updated with any news we hear about this. But yeah, a lot of who mentioned it? Chris, what's going on? Chris mentioned it. All fun and games until someone uses it and walks into traffic. I could see ridiculous people using this while they're driving and stuff.
That's called Darwin's theory.
Yeah.
Coming to fruition.
All right, moving on to some
It's called fuck
sideshow.
around and find out.
Yeah,
Mm.
some sideshow news. We kind of got an inside look at the Iron Spider-Man
John,
premium
they're clean
formats.
shaven. They're all smooth.
Can you imagine? Beautiful.
Okay, there you go, John.
I almost thought she had a little bit more than him, but I zoomed in. It was all no,
Mama.
it was all clear.
Oh, that's getting clipped.
Anyway, Spider-Man premium format. This originally came out beginning of the year, I think it was. Had the
This is another
community
dynamic looking
talking
piece.
about about dynamic. $6.95 was the price point, with an edition size of $6.50, which is fairly low. For
Way lower than I expected.
Yeah, exactly. But we kind of see it now out of the box. They had it on display at their show, at one of their lives they were doing, the deal lives, and it looks good. People are saying, I've been hearing great things in the community. I'm interested to hear what you guys have to say, because it's a piece that commands attention. That's for sure.
Yeah, it's beautifully executed. I'm not a fan of the Iron Spider costume, but this piece is so dynamic. If they did a Prime 1 thing and did like repaints and somehow did display differently and used this pose for a standard Spider-Man,
Yeah.
I would be head over heels, because this pose is beautiful, dynamic. It's Spider-Man.
I was
pure
this
Spider-Man.
close. I was this close to getting this one.
Yeah.
Because I love I love that, like, that pose and for that suit. And I remember, that suit was debuted during the original Civil War storyline, and I loved it. And the whole arc, it was great. So when I saw them tease this, when they first showed the proto, I was like, oh, okay. If they execute this well, because the thing is, the paint work has to be on point on this, so it looks metallic like it's supposed to, and it doesn't look cheap. If it was going to look plasticky, then I was going to pass. But I think it looks like they did a really good job with this. But I don't have a ton of room to devote to like a bunch of different Spider-Man variants. And so I was going to go with this until they revealed that Spider-Man Noir, and that beat it. So now Spider-Man Noir, I'll pick that one up. And so unfortunately means I'm going to have to pass on this one, but I'm very impressed. I think they really did a good job with it.
What's going on, Robert? Robert says, thanks for stopping by. I got this piece coming. Nice. Sam the man, what's going on, man? Yeah, I think it's very promising. With only $6.50, shocking, to be honest.
Yeah,
I thought it was going to be like $12.50 or $1,500. I thought it was going to be at least that much. So,
do you like this look over that classic comiquette they did, like the leaping off the building?
Yeah. Like Pudgy said, if they did just like the classic Spider-Man suit in this exact pose, minus the arms, minus like the iron arms, this would be like one of the most popular Spider-Man statues in this scale you could.
How would you suggest they suspend them?
They could even do the dreaded forced perspective, and I'd be fine with it, John. Okay. That pose is just on point.
Yeah.
Yeah, the pose is like I feel like you'd have to probably do some sort of forced perspective, or some sort of like, I don't know, like clear kind of acrylic raw, something like that.
How about if he was? Does he need to be in the air, or if he had this pose? How about like on a light pole,
the old school,
or a light pole, the top of a light pole, and they keyed in at the feet somehow.
Anything, yeah.
Or would you want it suspended like this?
Me personally, I would want, because I'd want it to look like he was leaping through the air, like he was coming down for a landing. So it would be difficult.
It would be tough.
That being said, I didn't expect them to be able to pull off that Zatanna piece.
Look at D-Rock's comment there, substituting Doc Ock arms for these arms. Think of that,
That's if you did like some sort of a diorama base where like the villain and like Doc Ock's arms or something like that are
that's not bad. Yeah,
that's a very good idea.
Sideshow.
You heard it here, guys.
That would
Here,
definitely
here.
drive the price up more because you're adding that like extra character or something in as part of a diorama base.
Yeah.
But I think that would be
Okay.
massively popular. I'd go for that.
Or even Goblin's glider or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It could, I mean, or it could be like, or, Sandman,
Yeah.
and have pieces like coming up. And like, there's a number of villains that you could do that with that would actually be, really cool. That's a good
pretty
idea.
creative, yeah. Because I was even thinking but then my idea too was like I've seen some of Hot Toys do it where, or even I think PCS did it with that Lady Death on throne where Death is holding the heart in front of his chest. I think it's like a rod that goes to the chest. If they did something like this where it was a rod, let's say a light pole in the background or something, and then a rod went from his back to the pole, but then you wouldn't get a full 360 display. You'd only get that front angle like this. So D-Rock's concept is much better. That could be really cool.
Damn, now I want that piece. I want them to do
Yeah.
that.
Right? We just
That's
designed
like-
it. That's it. Get on. Yeah.
We planted the seed.
You're welcome, Sideshow.
See, this is the thing. This statue, the way he's leaping in the air, that's part of the character. I think the problem with XM is that they miss the understanding of the character. So Sideshow really understands what Spider-Man does, and you incorporate that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's how
no,
I see it.
I think you're right with that. I mean, sometimes XM knocks it out of the park, but then other times you're like, this doesn't feel like the character. It just feels like the costume, but not,
Yes.
Trying too hard, I think.
This is 100% Spider-Man. I mean, that looks almost identical to the cover of that issue, too.
Yeah.
Not like 100%.
Yeah.
Obviously, I don't think they were trying to do that because they had to engineer it, with those arms to like stand the way it is. But like, it's very close.
That's
The cover,
the Michael Turner.
which is the cover with the
Yeah.
second appearance of the Punisher. I think that's the one I'm thinking of.
That's one of my. I have that cover.
Right?
I
And it's
absolutely
got
love
a
that
similar. Yeah.
That would be cool. Everything going okay, Rashid?
I hear him cursing in the
I know.
background by himself.
Let's see how he's doing here. Let's see how
He's
doing.
muttered. He's like motherfucker.
Make sure you hydrate.
Holy Mac, look at that gun. Wow.
Yo,
They
this
say
thing,
size doesn't
this
matter.
thing is the most heaviest statue I put together, man.
That's crazy.
Shit is crazy, man.
That's so cool.
That's only one gun. How many guns he come with? It's like 6 or something like that.
Yeah, but I'm gonna move them. I'm gonna move them off this table.
What's the weight capacity of that table? Are you good there?
No, it's a pine. It's a pine wood table, but
Okay.
still, it's still.
Hoping it's not from
on
IKEA
tin.
or something.
It's on IKEA. No, this is from Restoration Hardware, my man.
No, that looks good, man.
Wow.
Dilber saying, how big is that base? Too big, man. Too
Yo, it's
big.
big.
dude.
Width-wise.
Holy.
Sheesh.
That's my hand right there. You see my hand?
His lazy
Oh,
Susan is now
wow.
paralyzed. Susan.
Yeah. man.
Yeah, she ain't lazy. She's
Like usually, if this was Sideshow, this would at least been hollow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
None of this everything feels solid. And these pieces right here, it's like little metal in here.
Yeah.
tubing.
Yeah, some of XM's best work here, that's for sure.
Hydraulics.
And I can't believe how much there still is to add to that piece.
Yeah, it got shit. I'm not.
You still have the suit to add.
Then I gotta put the hand. Then I gotta put him inside there, and then I gotta put the helmet. You know.
Stay tuned till next week, guys. We'll
Seriously, he'll still be here. We're just gonna leave this StreamYard link going.
Yeah, just leave it open like a traffic camera.
Jeez.
So yeah, lapse later.
It was good to see an update with the Iron Spider-Man there. If they keep it up, I'm telling you, I think they're having an amazing year so far this year. We got another inside look out of the box of the Daniel Bell Joker as well. This one had originally come out for with 640 it was, and currently waitlisted. But I think this is a piece that a lot of people are not too happy with the pose, but I think it's well executed.
Yeah.
That kind of crowbar behind his back, that sinister look in his face.
Mm-hmm.
I'm digging it. Not gonna lie.
Yeah. He's lanky. He's kind of like contorted. It's,
Yeah, contorted,
gives you the
exactly.
creep. His body language gives you the creeps a little bit. You know, it conveys the character.
See, when they had this came out, pre-order, people were like hating on it so badly.
Yeah.
See, that's what I mean. You gotta
Yes.
be positive about your own stuff. You gotta believe in the
Yes.
stuff and just put it out. And guess what? Do we hate? It doesn't really matter. But in the end, you know what? It's gonna sell if you think you believe in the product.
Precisely.
You know.
So this one's not for me. Like, I can appreciate it. It's just not the type of Joker that I want in my collection. Like, if I'm gonna, I much more, lean toward like the way somebody like Brian Azzarello or somebody like Lee Bermejo or
that
Jorge
dark,
Jimenez,
dark realistic look the Bermejo has.
Yeah, kind of like in between, like more maybe a little bit toward like Jorge Jimenez, like the piece that I'm coming from Prime One,
for sure,
where it's like a little bit. It's still that kind of comical but cartoonish, but like slightly more realistic. So it's like a good meld of both. That's where where this is a very exaggerated pose too. Like, this is supposed to be leaning into that kind of cartoonish, campy style. And if that's your Joker, like, that's awesome. But like Phoenix said, I didn't understand why people were so mad about this one at first, because it's like, it's not like this is going to be the last Joker to be made, right? There's 5 different Jokers made every single year. So if this one's not for you, don't worry, there are other options. So you can just appreciate this for what it is. But be like, that's cool, but it's not going to be in my collection. I'm going to go with another version or something. So this one got a lot of unnecessary hate. For me, it's not for me, but I can totally understand why somebody would want it.
For sure. I think the hair got a little bit of got a lot of hate. Wolverine.
Yeah, they were saying it was like Jim Carrey, like Ace Ventura.
That's what it reminds me of, or Wolverine. But it's like, I don't know. That's not where my eyes go to when I look at this piece. I look at everything here, and I think the details and kind of like that sinister, smart ass trickery Joker with that crowbar. Like, oh, here, shake my hand, and I hit you over the head, sort of thing. And he has the buzzer with the pin in his hand, right, with the handshake. So I think Bell did a really good job on this one.
It's like a little Cesar Romero, a little,
Yeah, a little bit of everything here.
Yeah.
That's his take on the Joker. This reminds me of Arkham Asylum, that book. Back in the 90s, 80s.
Well, even the video game, it's like a little bit.
Yeah.
It's like that, but a little bit more cartoony, just like slightly. And it's just one of the million different takes on Joker. You know?
Yeah, exactly. There's so many different, like, Pudgy, I know you were a fan of the Tweeterhead on Throne Joker. That's a beautiful piece as well. The fact that at least we're having multiple options and different roads that we can go through, different choices, is what is great. This is a different. We ask for different takes of characters, so this is a character that we continuously get, but this is definitely a different take on it. So,
but that's collectors.
Even
we
with the
always
base,
ask for something different, and then people bitch about it.
Yeah,
we got something different because it wasn't what you wanted. It's just
Yeah, I think this would have been a benefit. I think this piece would have really benefited from an exclusive portrait. That could be some constructive feedback. I think an exclusive portrait would have made a difference here.
But watch how if they come out with a companion piece, whether it's a Harley or any other character that in this kind of style that would go really well with this.
Yeah.
Watch how quickly people turn and are then seeking this out on the secondary market a couple of years from now.
I think this is good to go with that. I think this is good to go with the line like the Penguin and the Ivy, to be honest. I think, and that's why I think what they did was very strategic in putting that Ivy and then the Penguin, because it all did that domino effect. Waitlist, almost gone, and they're all waitlisted. except for the Penguin.
Yeah. What's the ES on this?
That I have to. That one I didn't get. Let me double check quickly. I know it's waitlisted.
I'll look for you.
My guess is they've been moving lower, like in that direction. So this is probably lower than I would have guessed a year ago.
I want to say 600. That's where I want
Yeah.
to say that, if I can remember. I don't know. I want to say 600. What's going on, Keesus? Keesus says he just paid his off. Huge congrats, buddy.
That's the key, I think.
Johnny 2 times.
If Sideshow stays with their ESs below 1,000, like below like 750, if they stick in that 500 to 750 range, I think they're gonna, and they continue to do as well as they have been with what we've been seeing. I think they're gonna sell a lot more than back in the day when they were making like 3,000 of everything.
Well, this is an interesting take. D-Rock says, I always looked at this piece as the real face under the Joker's face he puts on as camp. Dude's about to zap your ass, knock you over the head, and dump you in acid and watch you melt.
That was dark.
That's, yeah.
This is size of 600.
600? Okay, cool.
Okay.
Appreciate that, Pudgy. Pudgy's the man in the chair. Appreciate that.
You're Ned.
I'm your Jamie.
Yeah.
Jamie to your Joe
Yeah,
Rogan.
exactly. Awesome. Well, I got a little some photos here because I screen grabbed these from the video that they did. So we got the chattering teeth, which was cool. The base littered with the batarangs, kind of like the Prime 1 effect that they did with the Harley and the Joker. And then even the attention to detail on the shoes, I thought were really well done with the socks. I love the contorted torso holding the crowbar. And just look at that portrait on the right. Again, my only nitpick would be maybe another portrait like I said, the old premium format they did came with the 2 portraits with that exclusive portrait.
It would
and that was a
expand
hit.
the appeal.
Exactly. Exactly. Precisely. But still, a pat on the back to Daniel Bell for doing that. And you can't really tell that Daniel Bell did this. This seems to be different than what he's usually the kind of work he's usually putting out there.
I feel like it's been mixing it up a little bit lately.
Yeah.
With some of his stuff. Because I mean, I'm looking at that, and then he did my, like, I have my 2 Daredevil statues back there. I'm like, does not look like the same guy did those.
Yeah. So kudos to him. Step out of the comfort zone sometimes. I think this is a hit.
Yeah,
and the numbers don't lie. It's waitlisted already. So there are collectors out there that I don't think they're going to have a problem finding 600 collectors to go after this. Moving on to some Iron Studios news. They had shown us this Michael Keaton Batman from The Flash. 1/10 scale coming in at a price point of $180. What do you guys think of this? For me, this would be an easy pass. No disrespect. I think the portrait with the cowl looks good, but with without the cowl, that portrait is.
They gave you a
wrong.
choice, though.
Yeah, 180. It's not a bad
good price
representation.
point.
Yeah.
Well, and 110. Like I said, I have their 110 Stan Lee, and the likeness is really excellent, and it's amazing the amount of detail they can get into such a small piece.
It's hard to do a really good likeness that
good
small.
likeness. Yeah.
So it's like, to me, that Keaton likeness is god awful, but at the same time, it's 1/10 scale.
Consider the scale and what you're.
Yeah, but I mean, how many people would really go with that display option anyway versus the cowl? So
They gave it to you.
Yeah, exactly. But it's like, if they missed the mark on it, like,
it's all right.
Should we really be that upset? It's like,
At that price point, you're not wrong.
Yeah.
And they showed us they gave us the Flash as well, but with the Flash, you're getting 2 options here. You're getting not to say any spoilers, but
You get the Grant Gustin version instead. No.
10 scale, you get the collector version, and then the alternate version. So I guess you're gonna get 2 versions in the film. I haven't watched it. Well, I don't think anyone has. It's not even out yet. But you're getting two options. 10 scale. I don't know. I'm not feeling these. I'm not feeling either the Batman or the Flash personally, but I'd almost want to go Hot Toys if I wanted the representation at this point. What do you guys think?
Yeah, I mean, it's not for the Flash. You kind of would expected them to do some sort of like running pose or something that's a little bit more dynamic than this. They look good.
Yeah.
But I think it's like you'd have to be a hardcore, like I've got a bunch of representations of the Flash in my collection to really want it, or you know, on a very limited budget and this fits in that more than something else, so you're willing to go with it. But I don't think it's something that you see and you're like, oh, that looks amazing, I have to have it.
See, it's weird because the statue starts off great from the base. Base is well sculpted.
Yeah.
With the Batman, you saw the stalagmites. Same with Flash. Flash is in the kind of the cave for what it looks like. It looks like a cave, up the steps, and then even the anatomy and the outfit looks good.
It's good.
And it gets to that portrait, and bam. I don't know.
Again,
but
you have to always consider the scale. You're
of
looking
course,
at a portrait barely as big as your thumbnail.
I understand.
Yeah,
you're not wrong. Well, and consider the price point. 160 and 180 are really not bad for representations in the collection at all.
No,
Absolutely, it's great.
Especially if you have 1/10, like other 1/10s in your display too.
And hopefully they listen to the feedback, because they had some issues with the Marty McFly as well when they first teased it, and they took it back to the drawing board and were able to make the touch-ups where it came out fairly decent. So, and you've seen some of their quarter scale pieces, and they can knock them out of the park. Quarter and their classic third scale pieces. So, definitely has potential.
Yes,
sir. Moving on. What do we have next?
Your computer's not moving now.
No, computer. I haven't moved to press any buttons yet. I lost.
It's ironic that you're frozen on the Flash.
No, I'm not frozen.
Yeah.
I was trying to move. I was trying to find the window. Kudo Bukiya. They gave us a Kodoba, bless you. They gave they gave us a Keen as well from the Flash film. This is 6 scale though, coming in at a price point of $200.
Okay, it's reasonable.
Reasonable. No portrait on this one.
Well, there's a portrait. It's just he's not headless. I know what you mean.
I
know
no massless portrait. Yeah.
Yes.
Only 200?
Only 200
in a 6 scale.
In a 6 scale.
Wow. Because I have their
this might
like,
be their
classic
line.
Iron Man one.
This might be their
PVC.
PVC. It might be the
something.
PVC line, not the Artifacts. Maybe.
Okay.
No,
yeah.
I read Artifacts. It said Artifacts.
It says
Really?
Artifacts.
On Sideshow
Artifacts is
site.
their porcelain version.
Yeah. Let's see. I have it up here right now.
Because I have the Kotobukiya, the Artifacts. I have their 6 scale classic Iron Man, and I
The
love
Iron
it.
Man,
It's
yeah.
great, but that thing that cost me like almost 400.
Right there.
It was like 380, something like that. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's 200.
And I got the Magneto from them as well.
Yeah, wasn't the 6 scale Magneto like 500 or something? It was like
I don't recall, but I don't think it wasn't that.
PVC and ABS.
There you go.
okay.
I was gonna say it has that kind of look.
Artist is Victor Souza.
It's a little bit of an awkward pose. Like,
Yeah, he kind of looks like he's putting the chest out there a little too extreme. See, now it depends on the angle of the display, I guess. Because right there, that looks fine. So
yeah.
when you look at it in silhouette, yeah, it looks a little unnatural. But right there from front, which is the way you're going to be displaying it, that looks fine for the price point. You got a great little piece there.
Yeah, for 200, it's not wrong, not bad at all for 1/6.
Yeah, there you go, Jose. He's peacocking. Yes, exactly. That's
And just to go back to that Iron Spidey, Andrew Mello was the sculptor there, just to give credit where it's due. But yeah, to stay on track, again, these are some smaller options if you didn't want to break the bank and still add some representation from the Flash film.
Now that you said this is 1/6 though, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I mean this looks it looks pretty good, but then I kind of think it's like, all right, well if it's $200, if you want to just go like an extra $100, which I know is could be a lot for somebody, but like to then go with the hot toy, I feel like I don't know. I don't know if this really holds the value there
compared to the hot toy.
Well, yeah, and again, I mean, it depends on how much you're willing to spend. If like you don't want to go that extra, but like I don't remember what the price is on this, but if it's like I think if it was probably under 300, right?
What, for the hot toy?
Yeah.
Well, the new one they just showed was $290, so for sure.
So all right, so it's
even
like less
even
than
rounded to
$100.
300. Even rounded to 300. Whatever.
Yeah, but so you're
actually
$100 more.
I think
or
it was
less.
more. I think it was above 300 actually.
Okay.
If I can remember, because I remember thinking to myself, "Wow, that is pricey." I'll double check quickly as well. But continue with your point.
Well, just that if it's the same scale, if it's 1/6 scale,
Yeah.
then it would be hard for me to go with this over the hot toy, which admittedly is a little bit more expensive, but you're going to have a better likeness and you're going to have
The gadgets and everything. Yeah.
Yeah. So, and swap outs, things like that. So if this was like, if this was like a 1/10 scale or something, then I could see it being more palatable for more collectors. But if you're collecting 1/6 scale, you're probably pretty familiar with hot toys. And I feel like at that point, there's more bang for your buck, even though it's a couple more bucks, out of the hot toy versus going with this.
Well, the hot toy was $305, but you got the Keaton portrait, second portrait without the mask. So
plus the base, all the accessories, So to me, it's like, yeah, all right, you're looking at like $105 more, but realistically, if you're in this hobby, then you've made that concession in the past already. So. Yeah, I just feel like you get more bang for your buck out of the hot toy since it's the same scale.
I would agree. Yeah, let's keep on going. We got again, good option, but yeah, I could see some value in other points, in other areas. I think I'd go with the hot toy personally.
Yeah.
But then again, some people don't necessarily want that posability or the deterring materials. They're afraid or don't know how to care for the materials. But at that point, you can always reach out to collectors in the community. We can help you guys, especially if you're a new collector. But I think there's more value there, personally. There was a prop as well that Sideshow released. I wanted to share. This I thought of CC right away. But this was the grapple launcher from the Batman film by Factory Entertainment, coming in at $400. Cool little prop. I know because CC picked up the Batarang that they did, and it was really cool. But I do think it's on the pricier side, to be honest. Yeah.
I wonder if that's true to the movie prop scale. Doesn't that look a little small?
Small? Well, the thing is, in the movie, it continued into like his arm. The piece continued where the pinky
like with
is.
Bracing?
Exactly. So
bracing on the forearm.
I don't know. And then I would have liked them to include the actual grapple piece to insert in the front. I think
we also don't know how big this guy's hands are. We need like
tiny.
an apple or something in there for scale.
Wow. His hand's more like a grape, but that's fine. Laugh, goddammit.
I gave you a little thing.
But yeah, I think the price point's high on this, but I wanted to share here. I got an actual still from the film. See how it continues from the pinky part into it's like a metal piece that continues into the arm.
So for $400, I want the rest.
Yeah, look at the grapple part, the hook at the front.
It's not complete.
So, I just wanted to share it because
kind of reminds me of like a broken fishing rod or something.
I got my first Diamond Select piece in.
What's Ross talking about here? Love the different options. We're enjoying the club. Studio 54 has nothing on this. I don't know, Ross.
Yeah, that reference goes over John's head like a Cessna.
What's Studio 54?
Studio.
It's a
really?
famous old club.
Oh.
Famous.
Okay. No idea what that is.
Disco, John Travolta, dance.
Oh,
Hollywood.
okay,
It's
okay.
legendary.
Saturday Night Fever kind of stuff.
Oh, okay, I got it.
That day, that era.
Bell bottoms and all that, sure.
This
No,
is
that
what I
was the
need somebody
60s.
to do in like a larger scale. This is what I
see.
desperately need.
What is it? Let's see. Oh yeah,
What do we got here?
Elektra's Daredevil.
off the roof.
Yeah, this was like $50 Diamond Select.
Wow.
Yeah, they do well for the price point. They do very well.
And plus she's masked, so you don't need like you don't need a likeness, you don't need a portrait that looks great or anything. So, but I just love this design. And it's probably about 1/10 scale, but they just did a really, really
Great
good job
representation of the
it.
character for sure. Oh yeah.
Yeah, I love it.
How you go wrong for $50?
Exactly.
Okay, so that was a prop. I'll put it in there. So a little bit of news going into Sideshow. I thought this was weird. I heard community members discussing it, and then I actually experienced it. So I went on Sideshow's site, and I got this message. And it was, "You are now in line. Thank you for your patience. Your estimated wait time is 1 minute. We're experiencing high volume of traffic."
Cloudflare. Yeah, it's the ISP.
And this was just on a random day, no sales going on, no nothing. And
So this wasn't like you had RSVP'd for something.
oh no! I was literally going into the Sideshow site to start doing getting the photos and stuff for the show on a Thursday. It was yesterday.
This used to happen a lot more back in the day when they actually had like a reward system.
Okay.
Where they had like the reward points and stuff, and their site would crash every time they did an event.
Yeah, I've never seen it, so I was wondering if maybe it puts you in almost into like a queue. So if this is kind of them trying to clean up the site, because when they do their like live events for their deals or where they have warehouse finds, a lot of crashing. So I'm wondering if this is kind of a system they're implementing where it puts you in the queue. It'd be interesting to see, but I thought it was worth notating if people get this. It's not a scam or anything. It's Sideshow. You're just put into a queue system.
You said this wasn't during like a big event or sale or anything?
Nothing. This is just like on a regular. It's like if we went into Sideshow site right now.
Right now, yeah. Because the only thing that I could think of would be like if they were doing a drop or a big event,
No,
or an
nothing.
RSVP or something, and they put something up to prevent a crash by actually saying, okay, we're going to limit the number of people that can be on the site at one time, and then queue everybody up and give them a number and to get in.
Yeah.
So that the site doesn't crash, so that people who are on it can still make purchases. I could see that, but if this was just like a random day, it might have just been, I don't know, a glitch or something on their end.
I want to almost even say it was testing because I opened up another browser,
Could be
specifically to take a screenshot, and it took me right to the page. So who knows? But just worth notating for you guys. And then friendly reminder: Sideshow Con, July 18th to the 21st. It's coming quick. Prime One also mentioned that they're supposed to have their what do they call it again? The shows.
The showcase.
Showcase. They're supposed to have it before the side before the what's that called? The San Diego Comic-Con, which is everything's almost around the same time. So keep an eye out for that. Tweeterhead news. Their newsletter came out today. Not the greatest news, to be honest. We're going to kick it off with, remember this? Their Batman, Jeff over at Secret Sanctuary went, I want to say it was not this year's, it was the year before. They had this Batman, been waiting a while for this Batman. That was teased. And we found out today it is only going to be offered in 6th scale. We are not going to be seeing this in quarter scale.
Really? They've gone that route, huh?
Yes, sir. So our friend of the show, Jose, had posted a comment and spoke to Dave directly on Facebook. Here, I have a screenshot. So David Igo, rep from Tweeterhead, said, I thought you
Well, first-
understood. First,
Okay, good.
let me mention what Jose said. I don't know. It was kind of a little bit of snappy from Dave. I'll be honest, a little snappy. But Jose had mentioned, just read the newsletter, feeling a bit disappointed, knowing that the Batman will only be in 6 scale. I was hoping that by now Tweeterhead could have given us a quarter scale Aquaman, Scarecrow, and the new Batman in quarter. And he had just asked you, like, are you listening to fans and this and that? People have been asking this for over 2 years. At least let us know if you're maybe even working on a Riddler in quarter scale. Dave's direct response was, I thought you understood that we only have the DC 6 scale license. And anytime we can produce the quarter scale version of any of our pieces for DC, it's because it doesn't conflict with Sideshow. And we get their approval. It all has to work and make sense. It's not just our vote. I'm sorry, we can't just do whatever we want. That's not how it works. So yes, we are listening.
Okay, that's not snappy. That's a matter of fact. You know.
Well, I think
All right.
it's a little
snappy.
But I also, he probably gets
he gets this a zillion times a
30
day.
of these every day, like people, and also the original post. I mean, are you listening to the fans with multiple question marks? Well, that's a little.
You get what you give.
Sure,
exactly.
Fair
but
enough.
He's not wrong, and this is something that people don't take into account. They don't realize that, like, companies like Tweeterhead, it's like Sideshow has that quarter scale license. Like he said, they only get to do it if Sideshow deems that it doesn't conflict with something that they're doing. Otherwise, you're shit out of luck. It's like I'm sure they would love to make that in quarter scale because
I don't know.
It would probably sell well.
Freak says that's snappy. House says, I know. I remember because I worked in a banking career my whole life, and my God, what you had to do with customers, it was like bend over, sure, jump, how high.
Freak said, where'd you work?
Freak says Ibera comes off with a wise ass. Are you listening? I don't know what that represents.
Yeah, you missed part of it, but he's agreeing with me that
the
original poster was a little snippy. And he gave back.
Are you listening?
You might say it's snipping, but he was reserved, and he didn't give back as good as he got.
Because there are also there are also times where people on Facebook will be like, you're not listening to the fans, give us what we want, and it's like, well, no, you mean give me what I want.
The problem is
you're not doing a poll and saying, oh yeah, everybody wants this. You're saying I want this.
But listen, the problem is this is like, again, not snappy as in it's like, oh my God, we need to take this to public. It's like it's a little.
Mr. David, I go to HR, please. David,
no, but
I go to
like
HR.
where he said the first sentence, I thought you understood. That's just that's a little like
you're reading into
I know.
You're reading
Listen,
into stuff.
okay, hold on.
Because
I
it
know.
depends on intonation.
Sure, I'm just saying I'm just expressing how when I read it, right? When I read it, it's like that's just how I took it. It's not a big deal.
I 100% agree.
If he read it to you like Gal Gadot, if he just said, "I thought you understood that we only had the DC 1/6 scale license,"
Dilper had
would
the
have gone
smartest
over a lot
comment.
smoother.
At least it's not a JND Arwinus response.
Okay.
Okay. That's fine.
I mean, the written word.
make a video.
It depends how you interpret it. It depends how are you reading it with the emotion.
I've talked to Jose.
A lot of times you don't.
I've talked to Jose in the like behind the scenes on Instagram. He messaged me because he's a huge Batman fan as well and a fan of the show. And he actually, I didn't continue the conversation, but he actually tagged me, and he was nice about it after. He actually said, Jose
he's a
continued,
little frustrated,
and he apologized. He's like, "Oh, sorry, I didn't know." You can actually find this because this is on the Tweeterhead page. This conversation. But
so this is fake news. You're just sensationalizing this whole thing.
You just didn't show the next.
You just
part
didn't show that part.
No,
where
because
everybody came together. And
you
sang
sensationalist
Kumbaya.
bastard! Fake news.
No. David never came together with anybody. Jose is the one that said, "Oh, my apologies for missing." But we're missing the point. The most important point here is
quarter scale Batman.
Tweeterhead doesn't have the quarter scale license. They only have the 6 scale, which first thing I thought is maybe because they didn't have a problem. Sideshow didn't have a problem with a quarter scale Two-Face, but they're having a problem with a quarter scale Batman. Maybe they have a Batman in the pipeline
with a similar pose or something. Yeah. Well, that's the thing. People just assume because Tweeterhead has done because they did one thing where they did it in both quarter scale and 6 scale, that means they can do all subsequent things, and the licenses are specific, and Sideshow has sway over that, and so but like I agree with you, John. It's like, I mean, anybody who's worked in any type of customer service industry, you read, it doesn't matter what tone, whether you're Gal Gadot or otherwise.
Yeah, that's what I was reading it from
I'm
a customer
sorry,
service.
we can't just do whatever we want when we want. That's
I'm
not how
sorry,
it works.
John.
Yeah.
If
I said that,
I totally agree with him, but it has just a hint of snark that you normally don't use in a customer service kind of setting. And he was probably just irritated that
For
day.
sure.
He probably had
All right,
somebody
John.
that got under his
No,
skin.
What if
I
it
think
was
Jeff-
What if it was Celine Dion? Would that be better, John?
If she sang it,
Can't
She's
stand
a
her.
friend. She's a national treasure of
For
Canada.
her, we'll go on. I think Jeff cleared up why he was a little snappy. He says, in happier news, he got engaged this week. So maybe that's
He's got shit going on.
He's got stuff going on. So
his life
happy,
is-
congratulations,
Congratulations,
Dave,
David.
on the engagement. But regardless, with the Batman, I don't know.
So this is something that unfortunately they can't fly it as a banner, but it's something that people will have to be reminded of, that they can't give the fans totally what they want because they are working under a partnership as a junior partner.
exactly. The
So
takeaway
Sideshow
there
can
is
veto.
right. The takeaway is not, oh, companies don't want to give us what we want. It's that
They work under constraints.
oftentimes they're not allowed to because of licensing and legal agreements and stuff.
There you go.
And so let's not, just break out the pitchforks every time, company X does not give us exactly what we want.
Dilbert just prompted me. So you know what? Sideshow said to Tweeterhead, "Do you feel in charge?"
Wow.
There you go.
But don't you think if the company actually comes out and actually says, we do 1/6, but sometimes we do quarter scale, wouldn't that clear up a lot of stuff as opposed to people thinking, oh, do you do quarter scale and just guessing? You know what I'm saying? Doesn't that clear up a lot of? But then that's how.
I feel like most companies don't want to get into the nitty gritty of licensing details with customers. They just want, because then that invites, because let's say they do that. And then if they do that often and kind of try and make that clear, and then you get angry customers like in Sideshow's live stream chats or like in their Facebook group saying like, what the hell? Why won't you let Tweeterhead make this in quarter scale? You suck, Sideshow. You know what I mean? Then that causes problems between the two companies and stuff. And, most of the stuff that I've learned about licensing when it comes to statues and figures and stuff like that has been talking to people that I know at retailers or manufacturers behind the scenes, not stuff that they really talk about that much when it comes to like public statements.
Do you actually think that's too sensitive to say that? Wow, I'm shocked.
What, like talking about license details?
No, about the whole kind of snappy. I don't think it was sensitive. I don't know. I know how frustrating it can be on social media and hearing stupid comments repetitive. I'm on social media, so I know what it's like. But I think it's to a certain degree, especially when you're with a company of that magnitude, and people look up to the product, there has to be a level of, and not to say that there was no professionalism, but there has to be a level of patience and understanding and say, hey,
you're not saying that your feelings were hurt and that you're going to go sit, in naked in the shower, hugging your knees, crying.
Well, how
you're
do you
just
know I
saying
didn't
there
do
was
that
a little
already?
extra snark in the comment. That's it.
Your host, the everyday snowflake, will be with you in this minute.
Saying that something had a little extra snark is
little
not
snap.
saying you're sensitive or like
He's
you're
just a
so-
sensitive
just saying,
Canadian. That's all.
There's nothing wrong with it, guys.
John's
Okay?
a sensitive Canadian.
You
That's
have to
all.
deal with you guys in the community. It takes you places, takes you dark places. Anyways, whatever.
Godfather, you can act like a man. Come on.
The point here is no Scarecrow, no Batman. What was the other one?
What's the other one that they just vetoed?
If you're a quarter scale collector in Tweeterhead, you're pretty.
Aquaman. Now
Aquaman,
they shot down Aquaman. Now Sideshow, you're not making a quarter scale Aquaman.
Maybe
You
they
don't
are.
know that. There might be.
Ooh, Michael says a good point
Remember,
here.
we could see a bunch of reveals in July. So
Yeah, let's see then.
Michael says, "I'm sorry, but that pic doesn't look 1/6. This was from like a year, 2 years ago, buddy. I think actually Jeff is the one that took this photo, if I'm not mistaken. But oh well, I just hope that the tweeter headline, whatever route they're going, in quarter scale, and the sideshow line, whatever route they're going in quarter scale, can marry together and display well. That'll be the key. Because if sideshow has a nice Batman to pair up with that Penguin and Ivy and the rest of the line, then I think people will be gung ho. But because people were excited when they saw this, and then the other tweeter head, you're kind of building your tweeter head collection. But I think at the point of to have an expectation to see a Scarecrow in quarter scale from Tweeterhead, no, that ship has sailed long time ago.
And with Batman, I mean, like Jeff said earlier, Sideshow probably always has a Batman premium format in development of one shape or size or another. So like, I don't like Tweeterhead doing any Batman in 6 scale. I mean, in quarter scale is probably unlikely. If you want something, like that, you're probably going to need to look at a company like XM or somebody who has, a license overseas, and then you can get it through like Spec Fiction or somebody else,
I could definitely feel for the poster though, because I'm collecting this line and I'm collecting it in 1/6, so I'm not suffering at all with this revelation. But yeah, if the shoes was on the other foot, and I got this Poison Ivy, and I've got the Joker, and I've got Harley, and then it's like, oh, but you can't have Scarecrow. It's like,
yeah, but on the other side of it, you're putting yourself in that situation though, because they never said they're going to do the quarter scale. All you're doing is you're hoping.
Yeah, the quarter scale was after the fact. I mean, when they did the Sideshow partnership. Yeah,
that's what I mean. You're hoping that they do it, and you're waiting, you're hoping. But the thing is, this business, you don't hope for shit like that. Because you never know. I mean, everything changes so fast.
They change. They don't finish line. People in general, companies don't finish lines.
Just part of the collecting, I think. That's you see what you get, and if they come out, they come out. You can't hope for the company to come out with the stats that you wanted. Right?
Ken's saying Igo isn't a customer service rep either. With Tweeterhead, so I don't know if he's involved there somewhere, but. Regardless, even Jose's a great guy. Like I said, I talked to him. He's a nice guy. It was more just to bring the next time I'll just keep my mouth shut. More to just bring the news. He tagged me, and everything was clarified within the chat. You guys can go check it out. It's on. I actually put on the Everyday Collector Facebook group. But
it's always hard to tell tone and stuff of somebody when you're reading comments. Anyway, somebody could think that something they typed was completely benign, and then somebody else takes it a completely different way than they intended, and it goes off the rails. But I mean, I don't think that ended up escalating. It ended there. So
speaking of off the rails, look what I found.
What's up, guys?
Oh,
whoa!
Dude, we came together. Well, I mean, not like that.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, hey, clip that one.
Wrong club. Welcome, Slifer. What's going on, Daddy?
What's going on? Carpool.
Slifer, arm check, Slifer. How we doing?
I have hair.
Oh,
okay.
Love it.
I have hair.
All right.
I can go to Studio 54.
There we go.
Some news on the Two-Face 6 scale. Got the edition size announced. 350 only.
350?
350.
For what scale?
6 scale.
For 6 scale, 350.
Yeah.
349 peeps.
Don't take my word. Take it with a grain of salt. On the newsletter, Tweeterhead had mentioned that they're selling well. The low edition size is not because they're not selling well. They're selling well, but it's to keep that for the customers who waited such a long time for that Two-Face. They didn't use the word incentive, but it's kind of like that low edition size is to. They know how
to encourage you to
exactly.
Get off the pot.
Find it in the newsletter. It's there, but.
It should be in my mailbox.
I thought you.
Yeah, I register for the newsletter, by the way, because I wasn't.
Yeah, I do.
I wasn't. So I went and did that tonight on Tweeterhead's main site. Just register for the newsletter because they'll email you whenever it comes out, and it's a great piece of information to have. But hey, 350s. That's pretty. That's low. That's low.
Yeah.
We'll see what quarter we'll have in store, edition size wise. No announcement there yet. I look at this Two-Face. I think it's fantastic, but I think it's great. I'm excited for people to get it. PCS on Reddit posted this little tease here. Some people thought it was the inside of a cantaloupe. What's going on, Rob? Thanks for stopping by. Jose, Rashid, how you doing,
the
buddy?
eye of a dinosaur, no?
You know, I thought this was like those videos they have of the girls like, you know, molding their breast or something. I thought that's what
Oh,
this was.
jeez.
Wait, that's not a breast. That's something else. Then.
What?
Yeah, that's what I thought it was. But
Isn't
I
this
didn't
the
want to
eye
say
of a
the other
dinosaur?
thing.
No, so
Big
I had posted this on the group on Facebook, and Ant from PCS came out and said that it's a ribs. You could see ribs.
No, well, you could see the ribs inside like a fossil. It's
That's
a
what I thought. A
inside-
fossil. Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm thinking this is like the eye of like a dinosaur, maybe, and this is just like a Jurassic Park thing.
That's what Jurassic Park's what came to mind, but they have the Jurassic Park license.
Well, maybe that's what the big hullabaloo
The
is,
announcement
because it
is?
looks like a fossilized image, right?
Something, yeah.
It's an
Like a
alien.
like a
do
rib
they-
cage,
Do they have the aliens property?
or is it? That's not a face hugger, right? It's not.
Not
It's
sure.
like a rib cage or a face hugger.
That's what I was thinking. Maybe it might be that egg or the pod or whatever.
Actually, you're pretty smart, Pudgy, because I didn't even look. I only looked at the pink. I didn't even look at the exterior.
Wow.
Oh
It's
yeah,
an
no,
eyeball.
there's definitely like a shape of something in there too. But yeah,
I say it's an eyeball.
Yeah, but isn't that just the
something
molding?
like
Because this is the mold. This looks like this. Like this pink is whatever they use to mold to cast the mold.
The chat coming up with some good. It looks like a dog's butthole.
Oh, he's saying they have a species license. It might be something for species.
Oh, species. Wow,
Ah.
That's pretty good. Man.
good stuff.
Yeah,
Oh,
but
yeah,
I
they're
see
gonna
like
do
a fossilized rib cage.
I knew I didn't
a quarter
block you
scale
for a reason.
Natasha
Pieces.
Henstridge.
Wow. So we'll keep you guys.
How'd you like that one?
Duck says it's a Mortal Kombat base. Calling it now.
Oh, man.
Damn
like-
it!
I like-
Now I need Natasha Henstridge in my collection.
What's going on, Doug? I don't even know who
I
that
like
is. but-
Freak Flag's comment. Who's the genius
Seriously?
who thinks these kind of teasers sell things? Yeah, it's true.
Wow.
I mean, it
John,
gets us
did
to
you
talk
never
about it. But
did you never watch the Species movie?
I don't know what you guys are talking about. That species. I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, dude.
I'm
Natasha
uncultured swine. I know.
I just remember she was like very good looking, blonde.
Oh, she in the 90s, she filled a lot of spank banks.
Wow. All right. On that note.
Put it this way, John.
she's Canadian, John.
Wow.
She's
Was she?
Canadian.
Is she?
Canadian actress. It says here in Google.
Oh.
Born,
Monsterpalooza.
Springdale, Canada. Where's that? John,
Springdale. I don't even know where that is. That's a city. What's the province?
It's probably
What do I
Ontario.
know?
Ontario.
Ontario, somewhere in Ontario.
That's close here. Monsterpalooza. I know we went through all this last week, but I wanted to give a huge shout out to a couple people. First off, Michael Estrada in our group. He went and took photos and shared it in the group. Appreciate you, brother. He got photos of the Hellboy from ECC, some of the props as well. And I also want to retract something I said last week, because we got a little bit of footage from the what was this? The PCS Ghostbusters. And I think I had mentioned that they almost look better than the Blitzway. Yeah, no. I got to see further close-up photos of the portraits. No. PCS has to go back and do some work there, because I still think that those Blitzway figures are superior. I like the effect of what do you call the stream effect and the backpacks and so forth. But overall execution, I still have to give it to those Blitzway figures personally. But huge shout out to Michael Estrada. And again, Jeff from Secret Sanctuary, he was there and took some great coverage of
As
the
always.
Tweeterhead booth, all the booths really, but really got focused on one of my favorite pieces of the show, which was the Tweeterhead Gilman. I think this piece stole the show in my opinion. But was there anything just to touch on, because you weren't here last week, Brendan, or anyone else on the panel? Was there anything else that you guys saw in the Monsterpalooza show that piqued your interest?
Not that I can recall.
No. All right.
I would have liked it if somebody would do a line from the Monster Squad, but it doesn't seem like that's happening anytime soon.
How about this Gilman? He's not on your watch list at all?
No.
I thought this was so well done.
It looks good.
Done,
it's
but
just
would
not.
You own it?
Yeah, I'm thinking about it.
Oh wow.
I think I'd get into this line.
Is it quarter scale?
5th scale.
5th. Okay, so it's like Sideshow Mythos.
Yeah, so small enough to have
Rashid.
a representation. Rashid's having trouble with that war tank. But even the little attention to detail, the snake and in the bases and so forth, and the way the paint apps. I recommend you guys check out Jeff's coverage because he really went in depth and got it from all angles. But yeah, I think this is really well done.
No, yeah, definitely.
I'm excited to see more from this line.
If you have like a creature lineup, this would just fit in there perfectly.
D-Rock saying that PCS Slimer is your best portrait likeness ever. Slimer looked cool. Oh, Jeff's sharing that Medusa and Wolfman are coming up in that line. Wow. Very cool. Thanks for sharing
if
that,
they
Jeff.
execute it like they executed this, it's going to be good.
For sure. So thanks to everybody who went there and shared coverage with the community. I think even this pairs well with the this will pair well nicely with Swamp Thing, personally. Queen Studios. We talked about a little bit last week about that 3rd scale bat, the Catwoman on the Bat Pod. So they come out and say that they're almost ready they're almost going to be shipping. And we got a little bit of a video as to how it's going to be packaged. For me, I love these crates, the way they protect their pieces and get them shipped out. So this is a little tease as to what you're going to be getting. We hope to see more in collectors' hands, but it looks promising. I like I said, they put Hulkbuster in these. All their half-scale pieces and larger pieces come in these big crates, which I think I prefer over multiple boxes. Just well packaged, well sealed, and well protected. The thing is, where do you store these after?
Not get rid of that box.
Yeah, repurpose that as a freaking.
That's a chest.
Wow,
Yeah.
D-Rock.
Yeah.
You store your grandmother's blankets in there after.
Use that as like a coffee table or something.
Yeah, literally.
Is the demand for this
Play
bike
Woody.
so high that they would do this over something else? I don't know.
I think maybe the great reception like for Batman on bike for the XM White Knight.
Yeah, exactly.
Stuff like that.
Yeah, but that's like a unique
different.
piece. Like you could get a hot toy and at half the price of this, and it would still look
And
just as
replicate
good.
it. Yeah.
Yeah,
True.
but also getting Hot Toys to pose on the vehicles, like on the bikes and stuff, can also be a royal pain in the ass.
No, true. I'm not disagreeing with that, but like she doesn't have to be on the bike. You can pose her sexy like next to the bike. Like if that's that particular about it. But like to spend this kind of money on that, I don't know.
Rashid, that's looking really good, man. Holy
Jesus Christ, man.
Holy mackerel.
Rashid looks like he needs a drink, man. Rashid, go get a Heineken or something. Chill out.
Can you lift it up and just kind of move it around?
Would you?
for us?
Don't even mess with him.
Yeah, sure.
Throw on your back brace and do that.
Oh my god.
Wow, man. What a beauty. Rockets everywhere. Wow.
Look at this. God damn. That's absurd.
This looks crazy.
I had to move it off that. I don't know if y'all noticed, I just moved that off that table, man.
You moved it off the table, yeah.
No, we were busy talking about Tweeterhead's customer service. Sorry, man.
Yeah. God damn. That looks great.
Is that going to be the final way you're going to display them, or you're going to have them separate?
Hell no, this is my living room, man.
No, but I mean in that configuration.
Yeah.
You're going to keep them in the tank?
I'm going to leave it here, so I'm going to put the barriers just to test it. And I got to tell them that one piece doesn't fit, even though this is going right here. I just want to make sure they give me that other part.
But other than that, man, this piece, I didn't think it was this big. You know, I knew it was going to be huge, but not this huge. This is a little.
You're impressed.
This is a little ridiculous right here. So I could imagine how Maestro's going to look.
This is coming from the man with a 6 foot, 6 foot Star Wars pieces behind him. He's going, "This is ridiculous." That gives you some insight.
I think I'm gonna be done though, man. I don't have
Until
no
the
more
next
room.
hot piece comes out.
This is the kind of thing that breaks the back, right? It's like the straw that broke the camel's back.
Well, I heard the grunting, and I didn't realize you moved it. I thought the grunting was pudgy. In the
Yes,
back.
I heard kissing. No, that's later.
Yo, when I ain't what you guys see me struggle with this crap, man. This thing's crazy, man.
Well, you could
I just saw someone. I just saw someone post the. I just saw someone post the XM Hulkbuster for 2,200 shipped.
Yeah, they could keep that.
Oh.
Wow. Okay, they would pose great together, Rashid.
It worked.
Nah,
See, I don't know if they look good together. I don't know.
I'm just saying.
I'm actually out of space anyway. I'm really out of space. You know, like I may have to box up my Lion-O and everything else. You know.
Yeah, man. I think you have a solid piece here. Enjoy it, and don't worry.
Wait, what
I
scale
think
is your Lino?
Robin?
What
The
scale is your
vultures are
Lino?
out already. What scale is your
my
line?
line?
No, the Lino.
Well, oh, you said what scale is it?
Yeah.
It's wow, is that the I think it's 1/4. I'm sorry, it's 1/4.
Oh,
But
okay.
it's way bigger than the Sideshow one, you know. But every piece on this thing is huge, man. You know, so
yeah, it's a beauty.
Yeah, so
Huge congrats, and not only that, but thank you for sharing it with us, man. Appreciate that.
No problem, man.
That means a lot.
He didn't know before unboxing that he should have done some like stretching and shit.
Something like that.
It comes with
just trying to be
exercise.
Do
regimen.
an unboxing warm up.
Just to mention, we got to see that a little bit of a close up on that Megatron on Throne that wasn't really well received by Queen. A photo on the left, and then before I make sure I have the right person. Ken had posted a photo of his Doctor Strange that he got in the bust. Which is just me, or does the
hair looks a little weird?
I find the portrait,
Yeah.
the face,
Little
looks
hair
a little
club
bit
for
different.
menish, right?
Yeah, I was like that portrait doesn't look that great, but again, it could just be the photo and the
It
lighting.
depends. Yeah, I agree.
So I don't want to like judge it, but that was that like crazy expensive one that there was only like 30 of them or something, right? Like
Yeah, to get on the bandwagon, you had to order this, and this. Yeah,
yeah. So for that money and so I would want that thing to be perfect. But again, that could just be the lighting in the photo. I don't want to make a final judgment on it.
but I'll tell you, like stitching and from what I saw, the details I saw up close, the stitching and the tailoring in the cape and inside the cape and all those details is stunning. But yeah, that was
I
some
think
in-hand
it's just
photos.
crazy that you have to do so much work after you get the piece to like make it look good. Like
Yeah.
that to me that bothers me, especially if you're paying a premium like that.
Yeah, it's gonna come with rooted hair. Anything with rooted hair really needs a little bit of love coming out of the box for sure.
But you have to be like super careful, like when you're combing it and doing all that stuff, not to rip the hair out. I would assume. Like,
Yeah.
you got to be. I would be fucking shitting myself.
I'm not good with that stuff, so that wouldn't be for me.
Me either. That's why, like, even with 6 scale, that's why I'm not a fan of rooted hair. I don't want to have to style it when I take it out of the box. I don't want to have to worry about combing it every, couple of months or product in it or something. Like, I don't want to have to do that.
Yeah, I agree. It's just too much.
That's why, like, with the Queen Studios half scale cap that I have, I was like, it's a silicone face and stuff, but he's got the helmet on, so I don't have to worry about rooted like hair or anything like that. If it was that kind of thing with like rooted hair or something, I probably would have passed on it.
Doesn't it become like a doll now with the rooted hair and all that stuff? That's pretty much it, right? I mean, you got to comb the hair and you got to take your hairdresser to your house and do the wash and all that stuff. So
I would be like Danny. I would hire someone to do it because I'd be like, I'm gonna make this thing look terrible.
Gilbert saying, John, in our Gandalf rooted hair, right? Yes, sir. With 1/6 scale, a little bit different. I find.
I'm glad I
Delver.
picked the hairstyling part of the show to go refill my water. I'm
That's what
definitely
you're
got nothing
calling
to say
it,
on
huh?
that. I have
Prime
nothing
One
to say about
Studios.
hairstyle.
Refilling my water. That's what you're calling it.
Pudgy's favorite piece, most anticipated piece, the Penetrator.
Seriously, that's the actual name of this fucking thing.
That's the name.
What the?
Imagine watching a showcase and they're
my-
showcasing the Penetrator. I want to say showcase 1 or 2 it was that this was shown.
You should have saved that for episode 69. But anyway.
Well, I'll clip this. Hold on. What is it? 150, 18. Remember that.
It'll be you'll have in-hand penetrator at that point.
Wow.
Wow.
And does it ship with batteries?
You compare this up with that pink thing we saw earlier.
It doesn't have a light up function, but it does have a vibrate function.
He's got to use 2 hands to hold the sword, yeah.
Jose says that was his nickname in high school.
Anywho, this is quarter scale coming in at $11.99 from I think this was a game, Demon Souls. Not something I'm familiar with, but edition size of 500.
It's quarter scale, but size doesn't matter when it comes to.
Comes with a companion
Natasha
piece,
Hendricks,
you
how
can
he's
have
gonna know
double
Demon Souls?
penetration.
Justin Bum says, "Hey, if you're telling me if you met a villain named Penetrator, you wouldn't be scared."
Yeah.
But yeah, for anyone who's a fan of the Demon Souls,
I'd be scared if it was the hero's name.
here's your bonus part. Looks like a sword.
Sword,
Proximity piece.
shield.
Here.
Yeah, that's
Shield
not
to-
possible. You can't
to
have
drop
a hero
into your
with that
pants.
name.
Take that shield and drop it into your back of your pants. Penetrator comes around.
But this
I
has
like the way it looks.
the way it looks is pretty cool, and that sword adds so much height to the piece. I want to say 82 centimeters. I think it said.
It's a very elegant looking piece.
I don't think in
Yeah.
centimeters. You
Very
gotta give me
cool.
inches.
82 inches? No.
82
God,
inches
that'd
would
be
be way
6
too
foot.
much.
No,
Yeah.
that's what I'm saying. I don't think in centimeters, so you gotta translate it into inches for me.
Oh, you don't think in centimeters?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know.
Oh,
Sorry.
4 inches roughly for
I don't
every
work
10.
hard. I don't work harder than the Prime One employees on their site, so I can't do the math. I don't know. But
36 inches.
Is it okay? That's all we got from Prime. But this was shown at the showcase, so at least we're. It seems to be from a PlayStation game, Demon Souls.
The base is nice too.
Yeah. At least we're seeing some pieces from the early showcases come to fruition. So
This is painted, right? This isn't an unpainted prototype.
no, this is painted.
It's just all monochrome. Okay.
Yeah.
I like it. I think it looks freaking awesome.
That's intricate as hell. Yeah.
It's like very ornamental.
The armor is like very ornate, like
What's the price on this?
$11.99.
that's not bad.
I actually thought it was going to be a little higher.
How
Extra figure.
how many penetrators does it take to screw in a light bulb? All right, guys, you guys.
There's no good end to that.
XM showed some teasers. We got the Spider-Man. Seems to be quarter scale. That is to match the piece on the right, the Carnage, Absolute Carnage. So all we've seen so far is that gray out photo on the left of the Spider-Man, but have patience because it's coming. Do we need another Spider-Man? Anyone pumped for this?
Not really.
Beautiful.
Everybody loves Spider-Man.
You can always use another Spider-Man. I just
Well,
what
I
I'm
feel like the
seeing
poses
there.
of
though,
when
was just
Batman
like,
comes out, everyone has a flipping hysteria. What are we getting another
Yeah, but
Batman
there's
for?
way more
but
Batman than Spider-Man.
Yeah, but that's just because Batman's such a way better character.
But thing is, people will bitch about it, but every Batman ends up selling out. So it's like,
yeah, you're not wrong.
Right, Phoenix? Batman or Spider-Man?
Batman.
That's right.
Wow.
Phoenix is having dinner.
You ask him when he's got a mouthful of food. Is when you ask
Wait,
him
when
if
was
he
the
doesn't
last?
He heard penetrator, he got dinner. He's like, take me to dinner first.
It's penetrating that food right now.
But after what we said earlier when we were talking about the Iron Spider, about that pose, but with like a villain like Doc
Yes.
Ock's arms coming up or something, that's what I want right now. So this doesn't hit the
justice.
same as maybe if we didn't have that conversation before.
Yeah.
Well, I want to see the reveal before I say anything, but
yeah,
you know, I don't know. I just feel like the Iron Spider looks just so much more dynamic than this. I don't know.
Yeah, this looks like he's just kind of kneeling.
Yeah, I'm gonna hold judgment, but it just doesn't look that dynamic.
I just feel like this Absolute Carnage wasn't really well received by the community, so
I think I just thought about, now I understand why XM does its marketing of putting out these very dark images, because this way they get to let people know a product's coming out, but we don't get to criticize it nearly as much for the entire time, because we can't criticize it because we can't really see it.
They make you do the legwork to criticize it.
There you go.
Wow. And then Ultraman, for all of you Ultraman fans, we got a little bit of an
can't
Ultraman
really
tease.
criticize.
This one you can't see. Yeah.
Dude, how come no one just did the level?
There you go. Point proven.
So we'll wait to see updates on those. We'll let you guys know right away. Infinity Studio. So this one was more of a an update, in-hand photos from a collector's wall for the Gandalf, half-scale Gandalf. So we get to see the base here. Base is really nice. With the flames, and then you have the Balrog.
Do the flames light up? They kind of look a little...
They look a little translucent. Yeah.
Yeah.
Same with the flames on the Balrog's, right behind the Balrog's head there, so I would assume so. And then this is the Gandalf's portrait.
That looks pretty good.
And then we have the staff from Moria.
I mean, the staff looks great.
Yeah. Staff lights up, so the base definitely lights up. And then we have the full effect there. Beautifully done.
So you got Ian McKellen and a ball gag.
Maybe it doesn't, Danny. A light up. It's off there. I don't know. That's something. I'll take that away and double check. I would hope that would light up.
It might just be the light that they're shining on it. I don't know.
It doesn't look like it lights up.
I don't think so.
We'll see. I'll definitely take that away. But Joel, thank you for sharing those photos. Great pickup. So like this with the with that Gimli would look so good. And then I think the biggest piece of news this week came from JND. Surprisingly, we've been getting teasers all week. We haven't had the full reveal yet, but it looks like that kind of game they were playing and hints they were dropping from that last video. It did end up being a Superman Christopher Reeve piece that they're working on.
Yeah.
So here are some of the teasers from the video.
I have hopes for this.
I was really hoping it was Godfather, but looking good so far.
I had great hopes for the Sideshow piece, which kind of disappointed. But
this gives me vibes of the original Sideshow Superman with the fabric.
Yeah.
Can you imagine if they did a whole line, like if they gave you like a Gene Hackman Lex Luthor?
Well,
or like General Zod.
So companion piece to this, Art, the statue collector, actually confirmed they're going to be doing Clark Kent.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool. I bet you that'll look really good.
Yeah.
But I would rather them do like a Lex, do like Gene Hackman or, a Lois or something like that rather than just, I mean, they've done that a lot. They've done like Batman and Bruce Wayne and, stuff like.
It's definitely playing it safe for sure.
I'd rather the companion piece be a different character from, that IP rather than, just like the alter ego.
Yeah.
This is going to be 1/3, right?
Third scale.
Yeah, I think that's all JND ever does is 1/3.
Yeah.
For now, yeah. Chris Tron says just pre-ordered the 6-scale Two-Face from Tweeterhead. Can't wait to get it in hand and unbox it. Congratulations, Chris. Yeah. Well, so far
Did
this is
they-
what we're seeing. Sorry, go ahead, Danny.
Did they see who's the sculptor?
Not yet. They haven't even did the full reveal yet on this.
That's the most intricate and creative base JND has ever done.
Wow.
It is.
The most dynamic.
100% is. That's not even a joke.
At least he's not barefoot, you know.
I like the boots. The wrinkles on the boots.
Yeah.
Now, for them to do a reveal like this, do you think that they have really, really high conviction that people are going to love the portrait, so they're going to wow us with it? Or do you think it's because they're
not
still
ready.
working on it, it's not ready?
No. So
what would be your take?
So they do they do teases weekly, or a couple of times a week, just small little videos, like they did with the Henry Cavill Superman. They did the
Right.
same thing because these aren't photos. This was from a video, and they
Gotcha.
essentially just start from really with the Cavill was a really gritty photo in the dark, and then slowly it builds that anticipation. So next reveal is going to be the portrait. They usually leave that for last.
If you're going to do the tease, though, just do the symbol on the chest, and that's it. And then do the full reveal. Like this, we've seen the boots, we've seen the cape, we've seen the symbol.
We've seen
We're just
everything.
waiting for the sculpt left. It's just like they're doing too much teasing so that you have less to do in a full reveal.
We have statue blue balls at this point.
Yeah, it's
around
like,
third
dude,
base. Let's go home.
Just
Would you
do a
consider
simple
this?
tease and then give the full reveal where then you're showing everything around it.
Marlon Brando would have been a cool companion piece.
That would be
My son.
That would be awesome if
Wow, Dilvers, that was a good.
Would you consider this, Pudgy?
Geez, I would if it was quarter scale or sixth. I mean, third scale is just limited space for me. I got 2 more coming, and I don't even know quite where they're going to go right now. So,
If I knew they were going to
but
do a
Chris
line
Reeve, yeah.
with the other characters, I would 100% be in on it. But just by itself, it's like awesome. But I don't think I would do it.
I showed the preview pics that we all saw of the Sideshow, Chris Reeve, Superman, and when my wife saw that, she said, "Get it." She goes, "That looks amazing."
Yeah.
And then it came out, and I showed her the seam on the neck, and
Now, if they did
that's-
the Clark Kent compare, you said that's like what is most likely
Correct.
the
That's
companion
what's
piece.
rumored. Yep, correct.
If it's just Clark Kent just standing up and down, which it probably will be, that would be a pass for me. But if it's like him running back into the alley and he's like ripping the shirt
my God,
open or
that
taking the glasses,
like was done,
which is
yeah.
way more dynamic than JND is known for. But if they were doing something like that, that would be an instant buy.
I don't think they
What if
do
he's
it.
in the diner doing the?
Wow.
What about like a Zod? If they made a Zod,
Pushing the
would
glasses.
you
After he got
be, would
his
you be on
ass
board
kicked.
for that?
No, when he came back in after he said he was working
yeah.
out, so he did that.
Zod?
yes.
If they did Zod as opposed to Clark Kent, would you be more on board?
Zod
for
would
that?
be cool.
Oh hell yeah!
That'd be cool.
Feel
right?
the
If I could
Before
have
Zod.
this and a General Zod in
That
a
would be
display
awesome.
together,
Yeah.
100% I'd be all in.
Terrence
What's the actor's
Stamp.
name again?
Terrence
yeah,
Stamp.
Terrence Stamp.
What do you guys think the price is going to be? Sam's asking.
4,000.
What's going on, Badfish? Thanks for stopping by, buddy.
Yo, Badfish.
Are you
4,000.
just throwing that out there? What's their 1/3s usually go for?
They're usually in the like three range, I think.
A little over 2 to 25. No,
Yeah.
Are they?
isn't it
Look
25?
at all the extra
Yeah,
work they had to
for
do
the-
on the base. That's going to be $4,000. Are you kidding me?
No, I don't think this will hit
Put some
4.
icicles there.
Oh, screw that. That's an Omega. I don't
Atticus
do
is
that.
saying 2,900. He's guessing.
What about shipping though?
Listen, the from what I'm seeing here so far, like the anatomy and the arms look good, and the stitching
Yeah.
from what we're seeing so far. But we'll see.
Well, I
I
think
think-
it looks like his body type too.
Yeah, like for me, it looks great.
Yeah. As far as shipping goes, honestly, I think when it comes to J&D, you probably have the least to worry about when it comes to shipping because the boxes are going to be they're going to be pretty standard. They're going to be fairly like rectangular. They're not going to be, multiple boxes because you've got intricate displays and diorama type like a Prime 1. This is probably going to be on the cheaper side when it comes to shipping for 1/3 scale in general, I think.
Now, Phoenix, you collect only the heroes. So is
Nah.
it? Wow.
I have no interest in this guy.
Confirmed no.
Not at all. You wouldn't jump
No.
in JND at all.
Wow, you didn't even let him
No,
finish
I
the
would never.
question. You were right at fucking.
I would never, man.
Because it's a movie
It's
piece,
just-
or because it's Chris Reeve, or because
Everything. I'm not into movies. I mean, I saw the movie, but I'm not a fan of Reeve. He's just
I'm
not.
only in
He looks
movies,
too
I don't-
human to me. You know what I'm saying? He's not a superhero to me. Like he looks like
he's too average.
Like
Is there a character? Is there a character that JND could do that would entice you in giving them a chance?
no.
Not any
I'm no
character.
interest- Any character. I have no interest in the silicone and shit. It's
Wow.
Like,
Okay.
What if they did
don't
one of you,
because-
Phoenix?
What's that?
what if they did a Phoenix? And
I can
one-
barely
What if they
stand
did a
myself.
Phoenix
I
in
don't
your
want
best,
another one.
Wow.
Of these.
your favorite role, your most favorite role that you ever
Not for
acted
you,
in?
it's for your wife.
No, man. It's just the silicone. It's just a gimmick to me.
Okay, but is
This
it
my
price
personal
point?
opinion.
Is price point a
No.
deterrent? Okay.
No, it's not that. It's just to
Nah,
me,
he's just not a
silicone
movie.
is
He's just
gimmick.
not a.
Yeah, no
movie.
interest in
For sure.
me. I'm the same
He's just
way.
not a
Okay,
movie
but
guy.
that's fine. So I said any character. So let's say they were able to do a comic character in silicone.
I don't like silicone.
Okay.
I know the
All
problem
right,
with
I don't-
silicone.
buddy, I don't work for them.
That's
That's
the thing.
okay.
I know. I'm just saying. I like
John's trying to get a
polystone
commission.
because, just the reason I don't like the silicone because I know the problem is where you have the cleaning things where you clean your computer mouse and stuff,
Yes.
and the dust gets on other stuff. That's what's going to happen. I don't care how good the silicone is. Dust going to set on that sucker. Next thing you got to do, wash it out.
Yeah.
And-
gets gummy.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. I don't care how good the silicone is, right? The only thing silicone's good for is two things.
Implants.
I know this is
That's it.
Implants and auto parts.
Yeah,
Two
that's
of
what
my
I was
favorite
going to say. Auto
things.
parts.
That's good. Okay, you heard it here, guys.
What if
Yeah.
they
Also-
did the Lois Lane? Like Margot, what's her name?
Margot
Kidder?
Margot Kidder.
Margot Kidder.
Margot Robbie.
I almost said Margot Robbie. Yeah, it's
I
Margot.
know.
And
Kidder.
me too. That's
Would you guys be into that in her as a statue?
I know.
I mean, don't they do a trend where they do like a hot girl and a guy, and then isn't that like kind of how they balance it out? So maybe they'll do something. They'll take it.
You considering Arwen?
I wouldn't, me personally,
that's-
just be.
that's-
I'd rather like a Gene Hackman or something, just because I was never all that. I never really thought Margot Kidder was all that great looking. Like just my taste. So she was a good
Yeah.
actress.
But
But
also, it's a statue. Would you want a character that's human, as in just a sidekick? Not side, but I mean, there's no superhero in her. You know what I'm saying? If she was
Superman
Superwoman or
was.
something like
He
that.
was a superhero in her.
well, but the same
Wow.
thing. Lex is a villain, but he's not really a. Yeah, at least
Danny
in
got
the
it.
Gene Hackman version, he's not a super villain.
Well, technically,
he's not,
he was
he doesn't have
depowered at that
powers or
point.
Yeah.
anything, but he was still awesome, and I would absolutely take it.
Okay.
That was just Clark.
He was just Clark. He wasn't Superman when he was in her.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, okay, look at it this way. Would you want a Clark Kent statue? That's the question.
He has
I
his
mean,
top
I would
hat.
A lot
never
of people
want a
do.
Clark Kent
Well,
statue.
Clark,
Like a Bruce Wayne, you know what I'm saying?
the
Yeah, a
Reeves
lot of
Clark is
people do.
very iconic though, so I can understand that.
For me,
Yeah.
no.
Okay.
Like I said, if they did the Christopher Reeve where he's like ripping it open and you've got like the Superman like underneath and and it's the transition, that one maybe, but just a straight up and down Clark Kent standing there in his like suit and his glasses, no, it's not for me.
Yeah, exactly.
But neither would like a Bruce Wayne, like when they did the Robert Pattinson or the Christian Bale ones where it's like Batman and then Bruce Wayne said, I don't give a shit about Bruce Wayne. I don't need this a
Exactly.
statue of him. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Exactly.
just don't care for J&D at all. I would never spend the money on this. But if they nail the likeness and people like it, then hey, go for it.
I just don't think they've consistently nailed the likenesses of their on their final products to the point where I would be willing to spend that much money on a pre-order from them.
Okay.
Shall see. Yeah, but that's a lot of cash.
Time will tell. I will. We'll keep you guys posted when we get that full reveal with the price point, edition size, and so forth. Moving on to Legendary Scale Beast. Jay showed a photo of what looks to be Wonder Woman. Nice cape. Cape's removable. Cape is removable, guys.
She got some triceps on her.
Looks good.
Let's look at those quads, them thighs.
She's very muscular in general.
Looks good to
her
me.
wrap her legs around you. You're done.
The only question I have is her right thigh, the muscle. It's kind of strange. It's how you
Well,
find
she's
it is.
kind of like walking forward, so she's kind of like.
And she's bearing her weight on it.
Okay. Just looks strange to me. That's all.
Yeah, no, I mean the quad does look a little odd there, but I don't know. It's a black and white from the extreme angle, so
It's a render, so yeah. Now is definitely the time.
Still a work in progress too.
Work in progress. Yeah, now is definitely the time that to share feedback though, because we know how Jay listens to feedback and tries to take it to heart and do what he can to improve and bring the best product forward. So.
I like the helmet and the cape. I think that's cool. That's a cool look. I like it.
Yeah.
I'm excited to see more, but yeah, the swap out option so far, the fact that the cape's removable, I'll be interested to see what the base looks like, further details and so forth. So again,
the one thing I always, when I see these kinds of pieces, I always wonder, it's like you said, the helmet looks cool, the cape looks cool. Yeah, kind of a 300 vibe. It's like, if it's supposed to be Wonder Woman, how many people are actually going to use those swap outs and display it that way? And then is that adding a significant dollar amount to what we're going to pay? And then you're not going to end up using that. So that's what I think about when I see those types of add-ons and swap outs, is just like, how many people are actually going to use that, and how much money did that add on to the final price?
Well, that'll be interesting to see if there's like a prestige edition,
right?
Just like with the Iron Man, where
hopefully that's the case. So
exactly.
You're not paying for stuff that you don't want.
Yeah.
But I think the cape and the Roman head. I mean, that's almost a completely different character. You know what I'm saying? It's almost on Themyscira. So to me, I would definitely show display with the Roman heads and the cape.
Yeah, I feel like
the
it's
other one
the most
is
different
just,
looking Wonder Woman we've ever seen.
It's a different Wonder Woman. That's the thing. It's different. Yeah,
exactly. It's just the on the right. It's just typical Wonder Woman. You know what I'm saying? We have millions of those before, so the one on the left is what I'm more interested in.
Atticus brings up a good point. This should be hopefully shown at the July ToyCon in the Philippines, I believe it is.
Sounds good.
So yeah, we'll hopefully see that. Yes, sir.
Does Sideshow have a lineup already? Because I saw somebody talking about that.
Sideshow?
Yeah. Do they have like some type of new lineup showing the new statues or no?
There's Sideshow Con in July.
They had their little Sideshow Con,
which is basically it's like starts the day before SDCC, I think.
Oh,
it starts on like the Wednesday, but it runs through the same time basically as Comic-Con.
Oh, but they didn't have it. They didn't have it yet, though, right?
No, it hasn't happened.
No,
yet.
it's July. Yeah,
July. Yeah.
And that'll be when they do reveals for new statues and all their hot toys and stuff like that. So that'll be not at SDCC, but
Yeah. Well, thanks for sharing, Jay. Keep them coming because we're loving all these renders. It's good to be a DC collector. It's about time. I'm going to talk two of the last pieces we have to show, just custom pieces, 2 or 3. This one came up on the forums this week, and I just thought it was so different.
I like it.
I appreciate this.
That's creative. That's cool. I like that.
This. This is stunning.
It's almost like a movie poster. It looks really cool.
Yeah.
Joker's done well. The Batman looks good. Damn. It's just so different.
Looks good.
Look at that grin. And then you can see kind of where the cutoff, how it will work. So you can even display, let me see, against the wall? Well, not
pretty much.
Pretty
I would
much.
I would like the new Joker's face to look like that more.
Yeah. What scale is this?
I don't know. I want to say quarter. I'm not 100. I'm not 100%. Don't quote me. I don't even think.
If that was a quarter scale Batman, imagine the size of that
Yeah, I feel like that's got to be like
maybe
6th or 5th scale Batman,
Okay, then
and then
don't
like
quote me.
I like that
I'm
they
going
give
to
you
be
the blue
the,
and the black option. That's cool.
You know, when it comes to customs, I don't like to talk too much because I don't know what you could say, what you can't say. So we'll just leave it. Appreciate the art here, but this is, I think this is on point.
Great concept.
Yeah,
that's the kind of creativity I want to see from the licensed companies. Like that's
Yeah.
something that's totally different. Like you literally, I can't think of a single piece from any of the major statue companies that is in this vein that looks similar to this.
Great concept. It reminds me of Jim Lee a little bit. The Jim Lee pose. That's the Jim Lee Batman pose.
Yeah, this is. I'll be keeping
I
my
hope
eyes
it comes
on
out
this
as good as the renders. It looks fantastic.
Yeah.
The way the eyes are like shifted toward like looking at him too, it's not straight on. Like that, it makes it so much more sinister. Like that is really, really good.
Watching you, bats.
I'm going to be the dissenting view on this.
I might be too.
What's up?
Yeah, you know what? This would look good on a piece of paper because this is how Jim Lee draws, like the character, and then in the background the like big head of another character. So it works well on paper, but as a statue, to me, it doesn't work for me.
Luke
I just want them separate.
Luke just confirmed it is quarter scale.
Oh my god!
Wow.
Appreciate you, Luke. Thanks for watching, buddy.
Well, if Batman's quarter scale, that head's got to be pretty much like 1-to-1. That's got to be like life size.
Pretty much, right? Practically.
To be that. I love it because it kind of like what you said though, Phoenix. It looks to me like a comic book cover when you've got like the hero there, and then you've got the big looming figure in the background or something like it. It looks like a comic book cover. Or even like in the Arkham, in the Arkham games when Joker is like dead, but like in Batman's head.
Spoiler.
So it's almost like he's
it's a thought
kind
bubble.
of apparition or something, or ghosting kind of effect, right
Yeah.
on top of him or something. Or you could look at it like this is like a life-size Joker and he's got like a Batman on his shoulder or something. I don't know, but
or it's a quarter scale and a bust all in one.
yeah, but
They
like
did a
I
piece
like
like
that
this, right?
style. I think it looks cool, and I
Yeah,
think it's
they
just
did.
different.
They did a beast like this. I remember seeing a custom.
There's a beast done like this, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, this looks better than the beast, but I mean, I dig it. I think it looks cool. I like that it's
I like the
different.
Beast more. I think they're just competing for me. Like I'd rather see them both like each one individually, so they can stand out on their own. Like I want to see just the Batman on its own and the Joker bust on its own.
Cover one eye, and then cover the other eye.
I don't know. I think if you saw it in person, I feel like this would have some serious presence.
I agree.
Yeah,
But I think they're both well done. Definitely.
We'll definitely keep you posted, guys, with more details.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think this is stunning. Do you think it's detachable? Because if you look,
Oh no.
Probably not.
if you look at Joker's neck,
He's
it's
part of the
attached
beast.
to, but it's attached to I don't know. Maybe you're right. Okay.
It looks like he's like
But you even
the
still
sporting
see the
part of
So
the
Sorry,
how
beast.
would this be packaged if it was all one piece?
Very careful.
Batman may be separate.
Well, I think that Joker's head will probably come off. There's probably a seam somewhere like that, but like the purple part, if you look, that looks like it's part of the base.
Yeah. Okay.
So I think the Batman probably keys in, and the Joker actual head is either another separate piece that like there's a seam somewhere around the neck, or maybe the Joker head and the base are all one connected piece, and then you key in Batman separately.
Okay. Fair enough. We'll see. Well, again, I want to see more of this, and I hope this project actually goes through because this is different, and I hope these companies with these licenses are paying attention to stuff. So this may not be everybody's necessary cup of tea, but the whole out-of-the-box approach here should be noted because it is very different.
So
Can you
would
imagine
consider
how
this
like if
a
Sideshow
custom?
made this, it would sell like crazy.
100%, Danny. This is beautiful. This is beautiful.
Get them the group.
Yeah. And to add sugar to the cake, dude, I don't know if it's the same company or same. I don't know what. I don't
See
know.
how
what,
opposite. I like this one.
Look at his face. He looks like weird, man.
No, I think
Well, I
that's
mean, I like the concept.
the concept.
It's like
is
the
cool.
owl. A little bit.
I'll get you closer
Yeah.
up photos. Hold on. there. So
Oh, look
I
at
love the like the kind of the building top where everything lights up. I think that's what Prime One number one issue is the lack of lighting in these building bases. Right? They don't light up.
I do like
Would
that.
you pay more money for that?
100%. It adds
Absolutely.
so much character.
Absolutely.
If you're gonna give me a piece, same with Sideshow, that has a window in it, have that window light up. Imagine if Fabok Batman's base, the windows lit up somehow. When you flick the switch and they illuminated.
You want light and shadow and color contrast, and those are two of the things that we don't really get, that you get in the comics and you get in the movies, but we don't really get in statues, because 99 out of 100 Batman statues are on a fucking stone gargoyle base.
Yeah.
Right? Like there's not a lot of light, there's not a lot of contrast in color, so you don't get that dynamic sense of the base. This gives you, like, I mean, the way that the clock tower lights up, having like the poster or whatever that is on there, the neon of like the Gotham, like absolutely, that I love this.
Point.
I like everything except Batman. I just don't. I don't know. Something's wrong with it.
Something with his the iteration.
Yeah,
like the pose, the
like the way his head is shaped.
Yeah.
Something looks weird. Everything else looks good except him.
It looks like it could still be worked on. The cowl looks weird.
Yeah, the eyes on the cowl do look a little off. Like they're a little like small and like to the sides.
Yeah, but guys, who cares about Batman?
That's Owlman.
Look at Catwoman.
Who cares about Batman?
Look at Catwoman. Catwoman in the building, in the room, holding the cat. Look at the bat signal on the roof. Holy mackerel.
Dude, I would keep this lit up like all day.
Wow, that's cool.
This would always be plugged in and on. Like,
no, the Batman needs work, 100%.
Yeah, I think if they fix the Batman, I think it'll look.
It's the
really
I like that they went with the blue and gray.
Yeah, that's my favorite. I love the blue and gray outfit, and I like the way that they did his symbol. They didn't do just the black bat. They did it with the yellow, the contrast.
Well, again, just the blue and gray with the yellow, it just
wow.
contrasts against the base more. So instead of just doing the black and gray.
Smilex is awesome. He's right. The poster is from Returns. The Cobblepot for mayor. That's awesome. Even the Gotham lit up. Fast, man. I don't know. The engineering in these pieces, these licensed companies got to wake up.
Yeah, you've got Catwoman Easter eggs, Riddler Easter eggs.
Awesome.
You've got the Penguin in there. Like,
the difference is the passion.
Yeah.
Basically, the passion, and not to say that the licensed companies don't have passion. Probably the bean counters keep that passion in check. That's the problem. You know,
even the other piece kind of had like the Batman Beyond movie kind of idea to it. So maybe they're onto something.
Yeah, but the other side of it is this is custom. They can do whatever they want, whatever character they want. It's licensed. You can't do that because DC
needs
will
the
just
approval.
jump on. Yeah, exactly.
Right, but
That's the big difference.
My question is, are companies like Sideshow bringing concepts like this to DC and DC is saying no? Or are they just not bringing it? They're just bringing kind of like the standard that they typically do and DC's approving that?
No, I think
they
bring it. I think they bring the what they want, and then DC probably said yes or no, and then come up back with something else, and they're always tweaking it, right? And until DC actually approves it. I think that's how, because Jay from LBS, he kind
gives
of
us some
says
insight.
that. Yeah, exactly. He said he had a couple ideas, and then to give to the DC or something.
Oh yeah, I've seen some
ideas.
I've seen some companies put forth some ideas that the community would melt over, and the licensing companies just don't approve it.
Yeah.
So they're stifling the creativity.
And I rather not know. I honestly rather not even know what's being approved or not, because it's when you find out it's not approved, it's like, what?
I mean, you get some pretty elaborate and creative things from like a Prime 1, for example. I would be very surprised if it turned out that Sideshow was bringing elaborate, concepts like this or like that previous Joker one to DC, and DC is saying no. Like,
Well, you'd be surprised. I don't know. We don't know, right? But
No, definitely. I
Yeah.
would be surprised, but I don't know for certain. But
Yeah.
it's just you don't see anything like this or that previous one from any of the main
Precisely.
licensing companies.
Do you think that the companies are forcing us to go custom because we're just tired of the same old routine every year? Like you're not going to get anything like this from Sideshow XM, maybe Prime One, maybe, but not really.
Yeah, but it's safe though. The licensed company, they know what sells.
True.
This is kind of iffy.
I mean,
you know what I'm saying? We have the passion, but who knows if this is going to sell or not? That's the thing.
Yeah.
If Sideshow made this, I have no doubt in my mind. If Sideshow made this, it would sell.
Yeah, but Sideshow wouldn't be able to make this at the price point. That's the problem here. Is the price point.
Right. We'll see what
This
the
is
price
a great
point
concept
is.
for 1/6 too. You know,
Yeah,
and it's not very difficult to execute that base, right? You don't need to do a sculpture of Catwoman. You figure out a way to get a silhouette. Exactly.
What companies like Sideshow should be doing is hiring these people, because that's some talent.
Sideshow puts their penguin that they have on top of this roof, and and the Batman that they took away from Tweeterhead on top of the roof with the penguin. There you go.
Build a statue.
But the building would be forced perspective, John. So.
Oh wow,
disgusting! Get it out of here.
Jeff says approvals are problematic when you mix comic-based elements with movie-based elements. Two different licenses. Oh yeah, you probably wouldn't be able to have the movie poster and stuff like that. No.
Right, but you can still do something.
You're getting at like the
creative
concept, the creative
exactly.
concept. Yeah,
you can
yeah.
still do something that's all comic based or all film based, but is more creative than what we typically get.
For sure. And then on the custom page, last one was I think Steve ended up picking this up. A few actually community members ended up grabbing this, but this is Venomized Thanos, the accessories for the Sideshow quarter scale Thanos on throne. Well, they're doing a Venomized portrait as well as the gauntlet, Venomized gauntlet. But this was smart. So I'm not a fan of this. I don't like this concept, but I'm gonna give this commissioner a credit. Very smart in the sense that the exclusive portrait was the one that was recast. I don't know if it's recast or regardless. The exclusive Sideshow portrait is the one that's used. So for collectors who kind of missed out on the exclusive, they can now get the exclusive representation. You do get the downside of that Venomized part attached to it, but I think that was very smart doing that.
I like the idea of custom parts for licensed statues.
Yeah.
But Venom stuff, man, I don't know.
This just has two of the things. Yeah, this just has two of the things that I'm the most exhausted with, which is Venomized characters and characters on thrones.
I could agree with that.
I don't see Cabbage though.
Too much. It's nonstop.
Aren't you exhausted from Cabbage? The torso bust holder there, I think was cool, and they're giving you the holder for the Sideshow gauntlet. So while you do have it displayed with theirs, you can have that is the Sideshow one, right? Yeah, you can have the Sideshow one displayed on their base. I think that's.
I mean,
cool.
it looks well done. I'm not saying that it looks bad. It's just it's not my flavor for sure.
Over the Venom stuff.
Yeah.
The only like Venomized or symbiote thing I'd be interested in right now is if somebody did King in Black from the comics. If somebody did a King in Black, that I would definitely be interested in. But otherwise, it's like just a Venomized or symbiote version of every other Marvel character. It's just constant, you know.
Phoenix, you have Thanos on throne. Would you consider this for the
no, man,
for the custom portrait? No, okay.
No.
I knew the answer before Phoenix opened his mouth.
It was worth a shot.
You know what?
I want to hear what Rashid thinks.
I didn't see silicone, so I thought I had a chance.
No, it's not cheap either. It's like $400.
It's pricey.
Yeah.
Rashid loves Venom stuff, right? You pick this up.
I think that Venomized stuff is ridiculous.
What about you, John?
I heard Venomized war tanks next.
Oh no!
There you go.
Oh, shit.
Listen, as long as they don't do it to Blade, I'm good.
No,
There we go.
I'm
my
fine.
God.
Connect custom.
Don't say that too loud, Rashid. You never know. Who's
I don't know.
You just wished it to an
I mean,
existence.
how many people who have this piece want to put stuff on it? Like,
Yeah, it's
Some
fine
people
by
do.
on its own.
if there was a,
changes
well,
it.
I mean, if there's a statue where it's like people like, oh man, I really wish we had gotten this swap out or this accessory or something, and there like people were clamoring for that, then I think that's a good kind of thing to, okay, I'm going to make this for the market and see how it sells. But just making a, an off the beaten path kind of add on to something that nobody was asking for add-ons to, I don't know if that's really the way to go.
All I know is these custom companies are making a killing off this Thanos because the amount of custom parts for this already out there.
I like all the other stuff Casual got for him. This
Yeah.
is probably like my least.
I love the pedestal. I think that's my favorite.
No,
I had the Lady Death companion piece to go with him at his feet with all the Avengers surrounding her. But even that I let go because it's
John.
uh
What was the first Venomized piece that they did?
ever.
Huh?
Jeopardy.
The first Venomized piece. Jeopardy's coming up. The first Venomized piece that was ever done.
Yeah.
Eddie Brock.
No, I'm
When they
talking about
venomized Venom.
after that.
Rock.
Wasn't it? It was the only one that I could think of is the Hulk, and they did some Hot Toys.
It was the dinosaur, bro.
Oh yeah, right. You're right. Yeah,
That was
the Sideshow
second-
dinosaur, right?
That was the second Venomized piece they did, and ever since then,
Yeah,
everything they've been taking chances venomizing.
he's right. Back in the day, the venomized dinosaur.
I think that's from the Wolverine Old Man Logan.
Yeah.
I think that's where they got it from.
Yeah, that's where it came from.
Well,
Yeah,
Marvel is
dinosaur.
just going so
Oh,
over the
really?
top with everything being venomized in the comics now too. So that's
Yeah.
translating into statues and figures and stuff. But
That sounds vaguely familiar. I gotta reread that.
Well, huge congrats to everyone who picked that up. It's gonna be a cool addition. Just it's different. All right, so that was it. Pretty much it for news. We'll do some have some fun with Jeopardy, but I did want to just mention some community shout outs and community updates within.
John.
Yes,
I'm gonna be going to bed, bro.
going to bed. We got us your Star Wars category. I'm kidding. Hold on. You want to?
dude, he just had a hell of a workout, man.
Let me.
Yeah,
of course,
he needs to recoup.
I know.
Electrolyte.
Dude, Rashid, relax.
could do it,
and play
Rashid.
Jeopardy.
What happened?
You have to take down Pudgy.
Nah, but there's something.
He needs a post workout shake and then go to bed.
Pudgy got some inside sometimes because he always beats me. No matter what score he is, he can have 0 and he still wins.
I changed it
Well,
up a little.
you
tonight.
got to get to final Jeopardy before I can beat you.
Oh man.
Let me get to
There you
this
go.
community corner and then
Start that
we'll-
hot Pudgy.
I'll get Rashid to stay. Rashid gets nervous around Jeopardy.
I love Rashid.
He just needs to be warmed up. I'll warm him up. Come here, Rashid. But anyways, community corner in regards to Collectors Club, I got a lot of traction actually. I was hesitant to do this because I know how people think about chats, but I said I want to do it. So Facebook Messenger, I set up a Collectors Club community chat, and I had put up a post in the Everyday Collector Facebook group as well. So if anybody's interested in joining, hit me up. You could do it on, I guess, through YouTube chat. Find me on Facebook, Jonathan Godino, or even through the email, the Community Watch, the Everyday Community Watch. Either way, get to me. Let me know you want to be placed in the chat. We got like a whole bunch of people in there already. And I just want to have fun with it, guys. It's not something that you have to be in there talking 24 hours a day. Join the chat, put it on mute, and when you got some downtime, just hang. It's a place to come out, hang out, show your collection photos, insight into the community and some news. And I'm planning to possibly use that chat even for like fun stuff like games and even future giveaways. So
I have a theory that John has somehow figured out how to use Chat GPT to make a John bot.
No, that's me, buddy. From morning to night, I'm there. But yeah, it's just to hang out. There's no
It's like
necessarily
a Doom bot.
There's no rules.
right.
It's just everybody respects each other and has a good time. That's all it's about. trying to grow the community and more people getting to know each other. So if you want to be part of the chat, everyone is welcome. Just hit me up and I will add you to the chat. Danny got a new piece in. Danny, take it away. This is Vera.
Yeah, Vara or Vera.
Oh, sorry,
Vara.
Vera.
So this is a Franco Carlissimo sculpt, and I think it's his concept. I believe. I'm not 100% sure.
Very well done.
Yeah, it's something happened with the project. I don't know 100% the details, but either it got abandoned or the original producer took. I mean, I don't know what happened, but the project halted.
Wasn't successful. Yeah. Paused.
Daddy,
Well, like Todd picked it up.
Yeah, Todd picked it up. Tech Fiction.
Yeah.
And then they produced it, and pretty much everyone that ordered it gets the piece, and he offered it to new people too. So it's like 150 edition. I think he still has a few more. So if anyone's interested.
Now this is a custom character. Is this character from any?
No, it's all property? Like his. It's like the Death Angel of Death, I guess. And the original stories was he had a version with his own. Since Dracula is a open property, I guess.
Okay.
He had his own version of a Dracula that she goes off against or faces off against. So who knows? I guess this piece, there's a big. I mean, if everything sells out, he might do another one of Dracula. Who knows?
Yeah.
But,
it looks nice.
I mean, I saw this at WonderCon in person.
Yeah.
And this got me enough to sway, like, because I usually am just my X-Men and Star Wars.
I think this piece would look cool with like the Angelo or what's that piece?
Yeah,
yeah.
That's what I was
looks
thinking.
like a compliment.
Like a lot of the top cow properties characters can blend well with this. I feel.
Rashid, you were about to say something?
And I was going to ask you, did you see the Angelus? Because this one kind of remind me about the.
Yeah, I've seen Angelus.
Well, Franco did an amazing job here, so huge congrats to you, Danny. Wow. The wings are so beautifully sculpted.
Yeah. Like all the armor, the ornate jewelry around her outfit, I guess.
Yeah.
That thing's just crazy.
Hell yeah. Well, thanks for sharing, man. We got Slifer as well with his latest Star Wars
controversial piece.
How you have it in hand? This is the Kylo Ren. How do you feel about
I like it. I thought it was cool, and I like the water effect. I know some people don't like it, but I kind of dig it. I don't know.
I dig it.
It's different, and I always kind of liked his design. You know, I know the movies didn't really hit too well, but his design was always cool. I always thought.
Are you
thinking about picking up the original premium format?
Are you getting the Ray? This one. Are you going to get the Ray?
No, I'm not getting Ray. Fuck Ray.
Jesus.
That was aggressive.
Wow.
Well, that was almost like a Phoenix answer.
Yeah.
Yeah, good Skywalker. Shut the hell up. Get out of here with that shit.
And then our guy Mark B got his Porky Spider. What is it? Spider
Ham.
Spider Ham.
Spider Ham, yeah.
Peter Porker.
Peter
Spider
Porker,
Ham.
that's it. Love his setup with the miles elevated like that on that base and the
artwork.
Into the Spider-Verse print. Yeah. Really cool setup. So thanks for sharing that, Mark, as well. And then our very own Phoenix finally got around to his room, and wow, this is all I can say. You set up your
got enough shit?
Oh my God.
Holy cow.
You got enough shit?
Yeah.
I told you.
Man.
I told you, statues is becoming another statue, man.
Do you crawl?
I see some room on the front. In the front.
No, that's where you know where the two ladies are. That's where the White Knight's going.
I thought that's where the Penetrator was going.
Phoenix. The real question is,
Phoenix,
is the LED still on?
Listen,
on
that
the
White
dragon?
that White Knight's not gonna fit, and you're gonna send it to me.
You
And we
keep
know
saying
it.
that,
We
buddy.
keep saying, I'm telling you, it's not gonna fit. You're gonna send it right to me. Come on.
What are you saying, Slipper?
Is the LED lights and the dragon still working? Or are they still on? They're still kicking?
They're still on.
It works.
They
I
look
took out
on
the,
from here. I can't tell.
I took out the batteries.
Oh, you did? I thought
Okay.
you said
Yeah,
you're just going to let it die.
Just flickers.
It did die.
Oh, they did?
I never took it off, and then when I moved this, I had to dismantle everything, and then I took out the battery, and it's never going back in again. So,
Okay. Well,
yeah,
that's I can imagine how much time it took to curate this, but you built that new on the right hand side, that new extension there. It looks good. So I hope
Yeah.
the White Knight fits, but if it doesn't, just know you have a backup plan.
How often do you dust, Phoenix?
What's going on, Thomas?
Yeah, Rashid,
you know
if you decide you don't want War Tank anymore, I live close by. I'll buy them.
Sure.
that's
$5,000.
cool. You know what? Before
No, I need crack engines, bro.
I do every 6 months, but now with all the stuff, it really bothers me now because every time I want to dust this, I look at everything. I'm like, shit, this is so much stuff that it becomes like it's a job, a whole day job.
chore.
So
You need an air
Vacuum seal the room.
Exactly, that's what I'm thinking. So, I'll be burying this place, so it's okay.
There you go.
That's
your
I'll be
crypt.
in one of those statues.
It is
Guess
beautiful, though.
Which one I'll be in? Yeah, so.
Wow.
One of the Superman. It is a beautiful collection, though,
Thanks,
Phoenix. So, huge congrats to you. A little community news. Working with Dilber, we're actually going to be bringing you guys another giveaway. Dilber was gracious enough to donate a giveaway to the channel, so stay tuned for more information as to how you can enroll for the giveaway. It's going to be a XM, Revan, and Malik set. So
That's an awesome giveaway.
yeah, so huge.
They're amazing.
Huge shout out to Dilver, awesome guy and community member. He's also doing his own giveaway for the Wonder Woman Courage giveaway under his company, where we had mentioned it last week, kind of what you had to do to qualify for the giveaway, and I'll mention it again. It's a pre-order promotion for summer, so for every pre-order with that you make with Momentic between June 1st and August 30th, customers will be added to a giveaway for the XM Studio Wonder Woman Courage by David Finch. So again, I have his page here that I usually like to at least share in the chat, so you guys can go take a look there. I always like to give Dilber a shout out because prices are competitive. Shipping is usually included in North America, and customer service wise, he's a really great guy in the community. I know you don't have to take my word for it, but I talk to him quite a bit, and I hear feedback from other collectors, and everyone seems happy. So why not share? Why not, when there's something good in the community, why not share it? So I try my best. But let me share it with you guys here in the comments. This will be his link. Again, huge thank you, Dilber. Keep up the amazing work. Make sure that goes through. Beautiful.
Yeah, great guy.
And thanks to Phoenix. I met him through Phoenix. So, and we all know Phoenix is an amazing guy. So if whatever Phoenix says goes.
I order from him, so he's I vouch for him, 100%.
And I order my Hulk from him as well. So
He's your dealer.
The first.
He's my dealer, yeah.
He gives you the fix.
Not the white stuff, though. Not the white stuff.
Wow. Speaking about Phoenix, custom capes, any special projects in the pipeline, Phoenix?
Yeah, I just did a one for the Grim Knight. He needed a cape, so I made a cape for him.
You made a cape for the Grim Knight.
Yeah.
That's right. I'm going to post photos of that in our group. That was a special project, or you did that for someone?
Well, it was supposed to be the Arkham.
Oh yes,
Arkham Batman.
Yeah.
And then it transferred over to the Grim Knight because I figured why not. So it just looks good on him.
Regardless, whatever you guys need a cape for, try to at least reach out to Phoenix, because he's moved from focusing to Superman Hush and has expanded to quarter scale. I know he did some work for Dennis and some other Sideshow pieces as well. So I'm going to try to get him down to Hot Toys, but we'll see. I know it's a lot of work, but I think there's a lot of potential for the Hot Toys too.
Sorry, man. I don't touch toys. Just statues.
Wow. But guys, check out Phoenix at Phoenix Custom Games. And then lastly, this is the email I was mentioning, guys. If you ever want to chat about anything in general within the hobby, you can use this as well if you want to join the chat. Hit me up on the everydaycommunitywatch@gmail.com. That's it. We made it to Jeopardy. We could do a quick round. Rashid, you in?
You gotta hurry up, man. I thought you were gonna start this game.
Wow, you're lucky.
All right, he's in.
Hey,
on,
you're lucky. I don't have to read a Patreon list right now.
Oh, that's
Oh.
right. Hey, Kinky Sphincter, how you doing, bud? Kinky Sphincter.
Eclectic. I love you all. I'm only kidding. Okay, let's do this. So, Jeopardy. Here's the scoreboard. Leaderboard here. Panel Pudgy's taking it with 4,900 points. Crippler right behind. Unfortunately, Crippler couldn't make it tonight. So here's your chance to catch up to him. Well, nobody really. So that's on the panel. That's on the board right now. Brenton's at 2,200 points, and Cece made it from last episode with 1,300 points. Community members, we have Jesse with 3,500 points, Ken with 1,500, and then Mark and Blackbird tied with 500 points apiece.
Kicking ass.
So let's do this. How many people we have here? 1, 2, 4, 6. Here we go. It's gonna be a juicy one. Brandon.
Juicy.
We got Slifer.
80s porn stars for 50.
Danny. Rashid.
No, he's after Bush era. He doesn't
Yeah, post Bush.
Wow.
PC. PB.
Pudgy's favorite category: cities Debbie has done.
What is Dallas, Albuquerque, and
Pudgy. So I got Brendan, Slifer, Danny, Rashid, Phoenix, and Pudgy. Here we go. Let's kickstart the music. You guys chill. Everyone in the chat, relax. I know it's a late show. Have some fun. Stay with us. Get
Good luck,
comfortable.
Rashid.
Stay a while.
Yo, what you wishing me luck for?
I'm just saying good luck, man. Jeez.
You ready for shut up, Danny? Shut up.
I feel like
yeah, come on.
I feel like Danny and Rashid should have like their own sitcom where they're like
Yes.
figuring neighbors.
Like the Odd Couple, right?
Felix.
Just a friendly reminder.
I'd like to ask our contestants once again, please refrain from using ethnic slurs.
Wow.
Wow.
Impossible.
Excellent.
You think you're pretty smart, don't you, Trebek? What with your dago mustache and your greasy hair?
Old school. Good shit.
We're gonna kick it from the bottom. We're gonna kick it with Slifer. Let me lower this music a bit. World War II. So here are the categories. World War II, we got Obi-Wan, X-Men, and Superman are the categories for
Which
right
of
now.
these does not belong with the others?
We're gonna go with the old school way. I draw the line. Whoever goes first, okay? So here we go. Slifer, you take it away.
Obi-Wan 500.
Obi-Wan 500.
Jeez.
Get
People
ready.
buzzing in already.
What is the name of Obi-Wan Kenobi's home planet? Slifer. 5, 4,
I don't even know this one.
3, 2, 1.
I don't know. Yeah.
Rashid.
Stu John.
Stu John is right.
I think you call him Stugatz.
I did not know that one, man.
I thought that was Jon Stewart's Twitter handle.
Yeah. Stu John at twitter.com.
Stupid John.
Stugatz.
Hold on a second.
Johnny Stugat.
Oh, shit.
Jesus Christ, that was good.
Are we sure that's not one of the ethnic slurs that we were?
Yeah, I was gonna say.
I always tell people I don't like Stu Jones.
Go ahead, Rashid.
Do not.
Studad.
I'm gonna go with Obi-Wan for 200.
Here we go. Who portrayed Obi-Wan Kenobi in the original Star Wars trilogy? Danny.
Sir Alec Guinness.
That's correct, Danny.
That was actually Alex Trebek.
Wow.
Alex Trebek.
Wait a second. I forgot to even mention. Brandon, you know how to play Jeopardy, right?
Wow.
Yeah.
He certainly knows how to buzz in.
You know how to buzz in, right? Have you?
I like his buzzer.
Oh, he knows. Okay, good.
He has a very unique buzzer. I see.
Just want to make sure. Okay, good. All right, go ahead. Go ahead, Danny.
Let's go World War II for 200.
I didn't notice this. Okay. Which event led to the United States entry into World War II? Go ahead, Pudgy.
What is Pearl Harbor?
That is
the attack on Pearl Harbor.
Correct. Yes, sir. Go ahead, Pudgy, whenever you're ready.
World War II for 100.
There we go. Who was the Prime Minister of the United Kingdom during most of World War II? Phoenix.
Oh,
5.
my God.
Really?
My God is incorrect.
What?
2. 1.
No, I don't know. I know. I can't remember his name.
That's okay. Hold on a second. Beautiful. Next person would be Rashid.
Winston Churchill.
Yeah.
That is correct, Rashid.
Let me get X-Men for 300.
Here we go. Who is the mutant known for his optic blasts? Danny.
Who is Scott Summers Cyclops?
That is correct. No bonus points for knowing the name. Hate to hear it. Go ahead, Danny.
Let's go World War II for 300.
Which country did Adolf Hitler represent during the war?
Adolf?
Oh my God.
Go ahead, Phoenix.
Where's Germany?
That is correct.
Okay.
Go ahead,
I
Phoenix.
was Superman for 500.
Here we go. What is Superman's motto? Now I have a couple here, so give me one.
Yeah, there's
of
a
them.
couple.
What is Superman's motto?
Truth, justice, and the American way.
That's a Superman fan right there. Truth, justice, and the American way. I would have also accepted truth, justice, and a better tomorrow.
Yeah.
Good job, Phoenix. There. Wow, that was a...
Superman 400.
Wow. Brendan's getting really creative backstage here.
Wow. He's got the greatest buzzer ever.
Superman 400. Here we go. In what year did Superman make his first appearance? I got Phoenix.
47.
That is incorrect.
Oh.
Next in line will be Rashid.
And what year Superman makes his first appearance? 1939, Action Comics.
That is incorrect.
What?
That is incorrect.
Hmm.
Brendan.
1936.
That is incorrect. That's it.
39 or 38?
I think it ends with a 7.
Action Comics
38.
published in 1938. Close. Definitely close there.
Shit. Wait a minute. You sure?
Well,
Hold on.
I could have sworn 39. I was gonna guess 39.
Hold on. Let me
We're
check.
throwing the red challenge flag.
Throw it. Double check it quick.
We're going to go to New York. Time out.
I thought it was 39. But...
Just wear your mask.
I thought it was
If you're going
39 too.
If you're going to New York, wear your mask.
38. Delaney would know.
If Delaney's here, he's gonna say,
Yeah.
"Yeah, he'll know."
He says 38.
Keisa says 38. Thomas says 38. Oh, Jeff says 38. If Jeff says 38, I'll trust Jeff over Google. Yeah.
Our official comic AI Jeff.
I'll trust you over Google on that one.
Okay.
Jeff
I'll choose.
has Action Comics number one.
You were very close. That was very good. That was a tough one.
Missed
Go
it
ahead.
by that much.
Phoenix.
Superman 300.
Fill in the blank. It's a blank.
It's a bird. It's a plane.
It's Phoenix Custom Capes.
It's custom.
Go ahead, Phoenix.
It's a bird. It's a plane. It's Superman.
Good stuff. I thought I pressed the clip by accident.
Wow.
Let's give Phoenix the points there.
Superman 200.
Oh. Here we go. We're Superman's adoptive parents on Earth. Rashid. I need both names.
Well, Clark Kent.
Okay. I need both parents' names.
Why'd you say that name?
More than John Kent.
Why'd you say that name?
What was the first name you said?
Martha and John Kent.
Thank you, sir.
And it's Modern Pa. What are you talking about?
That was there as well. I would accept that as well.
Get the fuck! You would have just got the Ma and Pa name. Holy shit!
That's what. Can you imagine if I did the backlash? Go ahead, Rashid.
Obi-Wan. Hold on. Obi-Wan for 300.
Here we go. What is the name of Obi-Wan Kenobi's Jedi Master in Star Wars Episode 2 Attack of the Clones? We have Danny.
In Episode 2 specifically?
That's what the question says. 4, 3,
Yoda.
2. That's correct. Start getting all ASCII questions.
Well, I
Can you
just
imagine
wanna make
Trebek
sure.
comes out here asking questions to Trebek?
The human staller.
Go ahead.
All right. World War II, number 400.
400. World War II. Here we go.
Did they say Danny or Dad?
Which two cities were targeted by atomic bombs in 1945?
Oh, you didn't even draw the line, did you?
I didn't draw the line.
Yeah, he
so-
did.
Did I? Oh, okay.
He
Pudgy.
did.
No, you did.
You did.
Pudgy, go ahead.
Hiroshima and Nagasaki.
Bless you.
Wow.
That's it. Where's Pudgy? Here we go. Good stuff. Slifer, you're good?
Oh, I'm good.
Wow, how dare
Just
you?
making sure.
That's mine.
I just want to make sure nothing was freezing there.
No, I'm good.
Okay. Go ahead, Pudgy.
World War II for 500.
Last one. Here we go. In what year did World War II start? Go ahead, Brendan.
1936.
That's incorrect. Next in line will be Rashid. 5.
1939.
That one you're correct.
You count down real quick when you with me, man. I know that.
He's
Rashid
not
could have
wrong.
sworn I heard you say 49.
Count down immediately.
No, I didn't, Rashid. What the? Man, I gotta count down because that guy on the other end feeding you those answers kind of.
Got the reflection of that Samsung reflection in his eyes there, in his
I
glasses.
have a feeling someone's sending you those answers real quick.
Yeah.
GTT.
1939.
What day did it start, Rashid? Do you know? Because it's September 1st, 1939.
You
Just so
asked me for the year, man, and I gave it to a goddamn.
it was September 1st.
It was a lucky guess.
It was about 46 degrees and slightly chilly.
There was a fog to the air.
I just know with Danny's
Partly cloudy with 67% chance of genocide.
Wow.
Jesus.
Genocide gets a laugh, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the club.
Let me
Go ahead.
Too soon?
Let me get X-Men for 200.
X-Men for 200. Get your buzzers ready. Here we go. Which
Jeez,
mutant
they said my name.
can teleport across great distances? Danny.
Which mutant can teleport
5,
across great distances?
4.
Which is Nightcrawler.
3. That is correct, Danny. Go ahead. Which one would you like?
Let's do Superman for 100.
Who are Superman's birth parents?
Ooh, that's easy.
It's for 100. Go ahead, Phoenix.
Jor-El and Laura.
That is correct, Phoenix. Go ahead. Next category there, good sir.
X-Men 100.
X-Men 100. Here we go. Who is Magneto's children? I want both names. Danny.
Who is Wanda Maximoff or Scarlet Witch and Quicksilver?
What's Quicksilver's name?
That's fine.
Pietro Maximoff.
Can I post? There's a little error. There's a little error in that.
Where's the error?
Well, they retconned it.
He has more than one child. Then those two.
I just said both.
There's a third one.
That's fine, but
Polaris.
Combination.
It's a combination. It's fine. But
Polaris is actually his legit, I believe.
Yeah, but but that should have been included with the answer.
This was
He asked for 2, so when he said 2, I knew.
This was before the retcon. I forgot to mention that. Sorry.
What retcon? Polaris always been his child, bro.
All right, guys.
I think we're asking too much for
it's
John
100. It's 100 points,
knowledge.
guys. Come on. Hey, what the hell is that supposed to be? I'll get you out of here faster than you can see.
I was trying to defend you.
This is my show.
You're lucky I don't have the Dr. Phil clip here yet. I'll have it next week.
Oh my god.
Go ahead.
Obi-Wan for 100.
They're savages, man. Jeopardy comes on, you guys become savages. Obi-Wan for 100.
How about competitive, man?
Phoenix,
Yeah.
not Phoenix. Slifer, buzz in already. Jesus.
I did. It's not happening.
He has.
Okay, sorry.
Yeah.
Okay, Obi-Wan. Here we go for 100.
He's been buzzing.
In which Star Wars movie did Obi-Wan Kenobi make his first appearance? Go ahead, Danny.
Which was episode 4, New Hope.
Thank you, sir. New approach. Do it when the line's drawn before the question, Slifer. There's a hint.
They're all timestamped. Do you see? It's happening at the same time.
Rashid's already buzzed in.
Rashid takes the risk. Danny, go.
Let's go Obi-Wan 400.
Here we go. What creature did Obi-Wan Kenobi ride on the planet
Oh, jeez, I don't even know.
Utapau? Go ahead, Rashid.
Say it again.
What creature did Obi-Wan Kenobi ride on the planet Utapau? 5, 4, 3.
Look, check them results on that
2,
search there, Rashid.
A versatile.
1.
The fuck out of here.
0. A versatile? It's not the answer that I
He's
have.
saying he's versatile.
Dude, I just lagged big time.
Who's next? Danny.
I don't know. Just go on.
What is the Duchess Satine?
Obi-Wan Kenobi rode a boga. It's a boga. It's a versatile
That's
creature.
what I. No.
It's a boga.
I
It's a
said a
verac-
versatile. Oh my god! I said, come on, man.
Dude,
But-
Rashid, it's a ooga booga.
It's a boga. Obi-Wan Kenobi rode a boga. It's a veractile creature.
Come on, I see
But
you get people. I'm the closest that gave. at
okay,
least.
I'll
I
give
said
it.
versatile.
Okay, well, I don't know what the fuck a versatile is. Okay, what's a versatile? Okay, we're gonna give it. Hold on, let's act civil. I'll give this to the chat, and let the chat decide. Does Rashid get the point?
No,
He
you
said-
should ask us.
He said
Player.
versatile, right? Is that what he said?
He said
He gets
vers-
the horseshoes and hand grenades.
He mispronounced it. That's fine.
It's just a mispronunciation. It's not
Okay,
incorrect.
so we're gonna go. We're gonna
See that, Rashid? I'm championing for you to get these points.
No, I heard
You see what I'm saying?
versatile.
The way I read it is a veractile. That's
I thought he
fine.
said varsity.
Veractile.
It's a veractile, but What creature did Obi-Wan Kenobi ride on the planet Utapau?
What if he had varactyl dysfunction?
Just BD is a real concern on that planet, man.
Freak Flag says, "Come on, Rashid misread his Google search."
Thank you, Freak Flag. Thank you, Freak Flag.
I said Varsa. I meant Varactile.
But my whole point is, I don't mind giving the points where it's fair. You said it, but the whole thing is, what creature did Obi-Wan Kenobi ride? Obi-Wan Kenobi rode a boga, which
a little blue pill, Varactile.
Man.
Okay, fine. We'll give it to Rishi then. So Danny, my apologies.
Wait, I need some too.
We give him the points, but he has to. We give him the points, but he has to maintain the rest of the show, making eye contact with the Ken.
Wait, you took.
I am, man. I'm trying to think right.
No, I didn't. Did I?
Yeah, I was at 1,200. Then you went to 800. Now I'm back to fucking 400.
No, because I gave. Did I give you the points?
No, it's serious when Danny starts cursing.
Did I give you the points for Varactile?
No, you didn't.
Okay, that's fine.
Well, I got it wrong. I said I didn't know it.
It's.
Oh yeah, so that's why you dropped from 1,200. That's fine.
No,
Okay.
yeah, 12 to 8.
Because it seems like you're mincing words. It's like saying he rode a thoroughbred, a horse creature.
I knew that was going to bring problems.
If he said horse, it's a horse.
You know what, Dilbert? That's not a bizarre question. It's a very good question. Okay. What was bizarre is I should have just put Boga as the answer instead of trying to justify it. Nobody would have known. Exactly. Go ahead, Rashid. Go ahead, Rashid.
More evidence to hang
I was so
yourself with.
flustered. He put the line in the regular chat.
Oh, sorry.
Is that the line right there?
No, don't worry. That's not the line.
No. He's already buzzing in on the chat now.
X-Men for 400.
X-Men for 400. Which which mutant can absorb the powers and memories of other mutants?
Oh.
Go ahead,
There's a
Rashid.
few.
Who is Rogue?
Rogue is correct, Rashid. Could be a few, but you got the right one I need. One last question left. Are you guys ready? It's going to be X-Men for 500.
Yes,
Here we go.
X-Men for 500.
Oh.
Here we go.
Bastard.
I hope I know this one.
Which X-Men film introduced the character Deadpool?
What was Wolverine?
5, 4.
3?
That is incorrect. Next in line is Phoenix.
What's Wolverine origin?
Damn.
God damn it.
Origin.
I think that is it, right?
He's right.
X-Men
Correct.
Origins.
I
Wolverine.
wanted to make Phoenix a little sweat there a little bit.
Yeah.
Good job, Phoenix.
Yeah.
Danny.
Although, did they ever actually call him Deadpool? I mean, they introduced Wade Wilson. They never called him
Yeah,
Deadpool.
that's true. Give me my points back.
You can Google it.
He was called Wade. He was called Wade.
Wade.
X-Men Origins. He was introduced.
Wade Wilson was introduced.
No.
Deadpool was introduced.
Pudgy, please. Pudgy. Pudgy, what do you do this to me, Pudgy?
Comic book where he was introduced. So that'll, you know what I'm saying?
What did you say, Rashid?
He's a literal bear poker.
Next time, just use the first appearance. What was Deadpool's first appearance in a comic book? I think she used that.
New Mutants 97.
There you go. See, too easy. I threw Danny off.
Actually, 98.
98. I'm sorry. 97.
Give me my points.
You still made it, though. Brendan and Slifer, unfortunately, didn't make it this round. But we got Danny, Rashid, Phoenix, and Pudgy for final trivia. So if you guys can send me, you know how it is, on Messenger. I think we're all friends.
Dude, the full 300.
Tell me what you want to wager, please.
What's the topic?
300.
No.
Topic's going to be movies.
Ooh.
I may not have won, but I had the best buzzer.
You did.
Yes, no, you did. Your buzzer
If
is.
you guys saw the
sublime.
buzzers behind the scenes, it was good.
Phoenix, you gotta put enough to beat Rashid.
I know.
Increments of 100.
One more.
Come on, guys, today, man. Holy mac.
What the fuck, man? We did it 10 minutes ago. Your computer's just slow.
No, I'm on my phone. There we go.
And Rashid, you didn't want
Who's
to
left?
Look at this. You're about to
Yeah,
win.
Rashid.
Okay. I got them all. You guys ready?
Probably the most fun you've had all time.
Exactly.
That's
Rashid,
right.
you were going to
Come
leave.
on. This is the highlight.
He
of the
should have
night.
left.
All
He
right.
should have left. Look, he's
Yeah.
winning the game. He should have left. Here we go.
Should have left
Other than the mild bout of erectile dysfunction.
So here, I'm going to read you the
That
question.
is
I want the answer right away. I don't want no games. I want the answer right away.
What do you mean no games? Come on, you gotta take time to type it
Here's
out.
the question.
No fucking around. Hey.
No.
In Lord of the Rings, what is the name of the powerful ring that is the central focus of the story? Send that answer in Messenger.
Jeez, I don't even know.
There's a couple of names it could go by. 5.
A couple of names you can go by?
I'm looking for the one primary name. 5, 4,
Contraceptive.
3. Any answers I get after 1, I'm not accepting. 2, 1, 0. Okay. All right, here we go.
Oh.
So, okay, here we go. Ready? So first answer, I'll go with Danny. Danny wagered 300 points, and his answer was. Well, I'll give you the answers here first. So the One Ring, also called the Ruling Ring, and Isildur's Bane.
Danny's just trying to go for extra points.
So Dan, no, that's not his answer. That's the answer. That's the answer to the actual question, the legit answer. I would have accepted one of those 3. The One Ring is really the
Are
the
you
one.
sure it doesn't say power ring?
Danny,
Sure it was an onion ring?
Danny wagered 300, and his answer was Ring of Power.
I don't know, man.
Oh, isn't that He-Man's ring?
Straight to 0.
By the power. Or Green Lantern.
Phoenix wagered 1,200.
Yeah.
And he said the One Ring. He actually
Nice,
got more points. The One Ring to rule them all. So I actually even give him bonus points.
Yeah.
But he got it. So
Rashid, I hope you bet all your points.
Come on, Rashid. What do you do? What did you do, Rashid?
Nah, I ain't winning.
So, Pudgy wagered 600, and he said, "My precious."
My precious. That's the first thing that came into my mind.
An option too.
And then lastly, Rashid, he got One Ring. He got it correct, but he wagered 100 points. So he goes to 1,400.
He didn't calculate the Phoenix equation.
So our big winner, Rashid, close. Amazing job this round. But our big winner getting on the board is going to be Phoenix.
Yeah.
This episode was sponsored by Google.
Sponsored by Phoenix Capes. Keep
And
finding
Versatile.
ChatGPT and sponsored by Alexa.
Hey, ChatGPT, who told you
Ring of
ChatGPT?
Power is correct.
What?
No, it's not.
I don't.
I technically have 600 points.
This is also sponsored by Versatile. Please get your dogs spayed and neutered.
If your Boga doesn't work,
I like to thank my
for you.
people who believe in me and
Thank you, my creator.
Okay. Final trivia for
his sculptor. His sculptor.
Give me 600 points, please.
final trivia.
Listen to this. Danny's groveling.
I don't care. I don't hear. I really don't care. You can Google it after. Put a case together like you do for court. I don't care anymore because it's bull. Those are the 3 I'm accepting. I don't care what Dilbert says. Dilbert, time to rest, Dilbert. Good night.
Freak flag.
But it didn't matter because Phoenix wins. So
Phoenix wins anyway. So
I would have won 0. I want 600 at least.
Okay. So we stop us whining here. Hold on.
There you go.
Thank you.
There we go. Nice kitty. Final trivia for movies. Now this is for the chat. All right.
Kitty.
So get ready.
Meow.
What are we doing?
Yeah, Dilper put every flipping ring possible. Ruling ring, master ring, great ring.
Ring around the drain.
Ring around the rosy.
Ring around Uranus.
Wow.
Ring around the tub.
Oh my god.
Okay. Guys, stop. Final trivia for the chat. Here we go. First person to give us the answer.
Chat, you could text me for the answer.
First person in the chat to give us the answer via the chat will get the 500 points. Good luck, guys. Here we go.
Let's draw. I'll draw a line there, John.
Fill in the blank to the Goodfellas quote. As far back as I can remember, I always wanted to be a blank.
Oh.
As far back as I can remember, I always wanted to be a blank.
And we have a winner. Ken J.
Ken J got it again? Awesome. Let's see.
Ken J.
Ken J. Let's see if he got it right. As far back as I can remember, I always wanted to be a gangster. That is right, Ken. Huge congrats, buddy. So that'll put Ken J at 2,000 points. And
Have you seen this movie, John?
of course, this is one of my favorites. This is one movie
No,
I've
don't
seen
say of course.
multiple
Just say
times.
yes. Just say yes. Don't
Wow,
say of course.
out there, yeah. So huge congrats, guys. That was a fun one. Hell yeah. Chris Tron says nose ring.
Who was
That's
it
pretty
that
cool.
Freak Flag said Prince Albert.
No.
It's fucking funny.
Prince Albert conquering, you know.
You see that? No, pretty good. Pretty. That was a flawless. That was a flawless Jeopardy.
That was funny.
Almost.
Oh, look at Michael Raven's comment. You have to highlight that, sir. That last comment.
Well, but Rashid was nice enough to stay with us late. And he's tired. He's unboxed the.
Dude, you had fun, didn't you, Rashid?
Rashid always has fun with us.
No,
Come
I
on.
didn't win. That's the purpose I stayed.
So
on.
you don't have to win. 1,400 points. You won in my eyes.
As you had fun, you already won. I mean, you're as long as
It's just
you had
hanging out.
You already won.
Hold on. So you think there's a giveaway at the end of this? I'm not giving shit away. This is just for fun.
Starbucks gift card?
It's the journey.
Dunkin' Donuts.
No, I do plan to do something for the Jeopardy
journey. It's
when
not
we get
the
to the end.
destination.
When we get to the end,
Journey, man.
when we get to the end, I want to do something.
And I'm gonna start playing for real.
Oh my God, Phoenix won. He's already in bed.
You already won the award for most epic unboxing.
Jeez, is he in bed for real?
Phoenix is in bed with the dog already. Look.
What the fuck?
Yo, who got the award for the most epic unboxing? It shouldn't be.
You. I'm saying you already won the award when the award show starts.
No, I thought you was gonna give it to Danny. I'm about to say, what the fuck did he unbox?
Damn! Wow!
I'm telling you.
Sitcom.
Sitcom.
The Odd Couple.
Boring neighbors. I'm telling you.
Take care,
Boxer.
D-Rock. Have a good night. But in all seriousness, Rashid, take a look at that war tank, guys, before we go. Awesome job. Thank you again for sharing it with us. You rock, man.
Incredible piece.
Cool.
Catch Rashid and Rashid, Sam, Critical, and Shane on Constructive Outrage on Wednesdays as well. That's their channel. They put on a great show as well. We got Pudgy with Pudgy's World and Pudgy's Polystone Picks.
Polystone Picks, yeah.
There you go. Pudgy's Polystone Picks, his pickups on Instagram. He always shares his photos. We usually share them here as well, but awesome photography. So be sure to I'll put something on Facebook as well for you guys to join. Quicker link. Danny, always great to have you, man. Thank goodness you were able to stop by, at least make it for Jeopardy.
Yes.
Thank you for having me.
Brendan, good to see you, buddy. Love the creativity in the private chat.
Work.
You do your Monday comic show as well, correct?
Yeah, on Lael's channel, 1/6 Scale Man.
Be sure to check that out. Some great comic knowledge being shared there. Thanks for stopping by this Friday night, man.
Yeah.
Phoenix, we're trying to wrap it up as quick as possible so you could go get some rest. We got Phoenix Custom Capes and always here with us, spending time with us. Congrats on the win tonight.
Yeah, first win for anything.
Love to see
There
that.
you go.
You won my heart a long time ago. And we got Slifer stopping by after work. Good to see you, buddy.
Thanks for the invite. Always fun.
Always welcome.
Good
Man.
stuff.
Everyone in the chat and everyone who's watching afterwards, not live, appreciate you guys stopping by and supporting the channel. Be safe, happy collecting, and have a great weekend. Always remember, collect responsibly. We'll see you next week. All the best.
Later, guys.
Hi, everyone.
Bye, everyone.
Woof, woof.
Can't click out.
No, I gotta
3, 2.
No, I didn't get the shit. I didn't get the outro tonight. It's okay.
We'll do it live.
We'll do it live. We'll just play the intro again. All the best, guys. Peace.
Peace.
Love you all.
Take care. Peace and pause.
piece of balls.
This episode was sponsored by Google AI. Google AI, a product of Rashid Incorporated.